Check, check. Checking to see if this works. Thank you, Jessica. Thanks for helping me with my mic check. I'll be there. Just a few folks. Let's get this shit show on the road. What do we say, huh? Roofka. Give me 1 second. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's get this together. Let's get it together, man. Get it together, man. You got this. Okay, you got this. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, indeed. It is me, Stevie Lou, the friend of yours that sniffs glue. But, what are you going to do? There's always one, right? Got a strange little effect I noticed here. Maybe this is my... All right, my screen looks a little blurry, but it's all right. Whatever. We're here. You're here. Again, your friend Stevie Lou, streaming to you, celebrating 500 subscribers. Take a look at this, folks. I got a special graphic made up and all. 500 subscribers. That means you out there watching now are one of the few, the proud, the many at this point. It looks like we're up to like about 520 or something. And it's a long way to go to 1 million, but you were the ground floor. You were the people that got me to the point of monetization. Monetization level subscription. I still have to do a lot of watch hours here. So I'm live, right? Shit. Did I just lose you guys? Please don't tell me I lost you. Can I get a check-in from my producer, Flat Cat? Can you hear me still? Fuck, I just hit my thing. Your food. Okay. I'm food. Okay. I'm food. But look, see, do you guys really know how to fuck with me good? Okay. She heard that. We're here. All right. The turn. Now, I gotta start off. I don't see him in the chat right now, but maybe he'll watch this at another point. I believe I gotta give a shout out to Stealth Chaos because he suggested I watch the movie The Prestige. I was talking about the Christopher Nolan film Tenet the other day because I went and saw it. Tenet, saw it. And I was completely befuddled and confused and felt stupid. Movie made me felt stupid, and that's usually your job. You guys and girls out there make me feel stupid mostly with your comments, but I felt stupid by watching that film. And someone said, like, you should watch The Prestige. It's really one of Christopher Nolan's best films. And I'm currently like about 3/4 of the way into it, and I am absolutely loving the fuck out of The Prestige. And one of the funny things that I noticed is that there is a part of The Prestige where they talk about the turn. It's like a 3-part procedure to all magic acts, and the middle act is the turn, and the third act is the prestige. So I was like, oh man, these sons of bitches, you fucking guys got me good on that one. #1 Josh Denny fan. Holy shit. That's crazy. There he is. He's the #1 Josh Fenny. I almost said Dosh Jenny. I almost just said Dosh Jenny. I'm having a few beers tonight. I'm whatever, I paid for them. So it's Sunday. Like I said, I'm feeling nice and loose. I don't know about you, but it was a beautiful day in New York City. We had a lot of shitty rainy weather on Saturday, and then today was just, an 8 out of 10, an absolute 8 out of 10 on the weather scale. We'll talk more about this whole sensitive Stevie thing, but yeah, I wanted to start off real quick. Shout out the Prestige. So far, like, it's possibly my favorite Christopher Nolan film, and I haven't finished it yet. This is probably a little forward of me to not have even finished the film yet, and to make a bold statement like this. But the way that the story moves, I don't want to give anything away. I should just suggest you go see it, and I can't wait to see the thrilling conclusion to The Prestige. So yeah, let's see. #1 Josh Denny fan is a big fan. I'm a big fan of yours. Maybe I'm the #1 fan of the #1 Josh Denny fan. You ever think about that, buddy? Maybe I just incepted you. Speaking of Christopher Nolan films, one that I didn't really like so much. Okay, you know what? I've got an admission to make. Me and a buddy went to go see Inception. It might have been like the second weekend out. This is going way back in time. What was that, like 2004, 5, something weird, maybe 2006? Shit, that was a long time ago. So he goes to me, he's like, yo, dude, I don't know where I got this acid, but I got some really strong acid. What do you say you and I take a hit each, one hit each, and go see Inception? So you know me, man, I'm down. So I was like, all right, let's do this. So we pop the shiznit. We go, and Inception is a fucking, that's a mind bender. It's a difficult film. Especially when you've been ingesting some sort of high dosage. Like, the one hit skyrocketed us both immediately. So about an hour into the film, I'll never forget, he looks over to me and he's like, dude, we got to leave. Like, I'm at the movie, just gripping the seat, watching Inception, trying to fucking figure out what's happening, tripping my balls off. And my buddy looks over to me and he goes, hey, man, I think we should just get out of here. Like, just completely unprecipitated of anything other than just the anxiety that was being caused from the film. And I'll never forget, I was like, yeah, man, we should get the fuck out of here right now. I didn't think of it at the time, but as soon as he said it, I was like, yeah, man, this is too much. We need to fucking beat feet. So we both just left the film, middle of Inception, got the hell out. And I remember we went to some bar and just like found a corner and like just breathe deep a bit and got our wits about us. But just bolted out of Inception. But like I remember I wanted to see the rest of it. So what I did is I went back to the theater a few days later and I had like this whole Ray DeVito-esque scheme where I went up to the ticket guy and I was like, hey man, I brought my nephew. Didn't have a nephew at the time, but that's what I said. I was like, I brought my nephew to go see this Inception movie the other day, and I didn't realize how intense it was, and I had to leave halfway. Do you mind if I go in and check this screening that's on right now, just halfway through? Just want to catch the rest of the movie. And the teenager at the fucking thing let me through. So, Victoria, Stevie, how are you, darling? Happy Sunday. Spring is here, right? Dicka 89. I expect plenty of Shuli and Bob trashing, Stevie Lou. Don't let us down. Now, I gotta tell you, I have been contacted by a mysterious source, an anonymous source, sent me a message through a very like odd channel, but I did receive a message from a source that said, "Hey, Stevie, you're putting yourself in a good opportunity here if you keep bashing Shuli, John." Shuli Network, there's going to be support for that. Like we will have your back if you go in hard on these fools. Apparently, there's a whole squad of fucking people that hate these dudes. So, not in the hate game. I like to spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. But yeah, sure. If you guys need me to fucking line up a few targets and knock them down, I got you. Not here to do that today. Just received the message. But if that seems like that's going to be a route that people want me to take, where I'm maybe, checking out some Shuli clips and breaking it down, I got no problem with that. I got a clip for us today to watch from My Lost Interest. I got to give a shout out to My Lost Interest because you're making this shit really easy for a lot of us out here to, either use your clips or help folks who missed things catch up. So I don't know this person, My Lost Interest, at all. Never reached out to him. I don't think. I'd have to check. But I like what they are doing, and I shouldn't automatically gender them. So My Lost Interest is going to get some airtime in a little bit. Let's just catch up with the chat real quick. Flycat, you definitely earned a wrench. So if that's going to make you happy, I'll gladly honor this and figure out how to get the wrench into your hands. You'll be my second mod. I've got Balls Deep. Get on that Balls, who's been one of my OG ride or dies and is unflappable. So, Jess, I could see you absolutely coming in handy because you've been amazing. Yeah, and you know what? Actually, I wanted to give a shout out to Flat Cat Jessica right off the bat because she has been very, very kind. And thank you to Mark Lender throwing me a dono on the PayPal. Thank you, buddy. Folks, you see the PayPal and the Venmo going right below. Mark is another OG who's actually helped me do better. Let's say that. Mark has personally reached out to me in the past about some things that I've done wrong unconsciously or, not intentionally for sure. And I got to give a shout out to Mark for keeping me, in check if I, go caveman brained, which I can do from time to time. But yeah, I really wanted to give a shout out to Flat Cat Jessica because she absolutely helped me get over this 500 hump. Let's check it out one more time. Check 500 subscribers, baby. Last night it happened live on MLC. This has been a work in progress. I swear to God, I started off with 300, maybe 275, something like that, less than a month ago. I want to say a month ago. And boom, over the past month and a half, I've been able to build this up. This is absolutely something that I want to continue to do. Go live to you, have some sort of show, try to put some sort of content together, some packages, some topics, go over some stuff. Not just going to go live and blather and just read the chat like a fucking moron. Not going to walk around my neighborhood with a ring light. You know, we're going to build on this once I get the watch hours over the 3,000 mark. So you people, I almost said you people, every single one of you right now watching are helping me get to this new secondary goal of 3,000 watch hours. We're about like 900 out of 3,000. So there is quite a way to go, but I'm just going to keep cracking away and getting some good content out there a couple times a week. I'll go live. I'll try to do some long shows. I'll try to stick in there with you. If you're going to sit there and watch me, I will absolutely deliver content. We can always be open here in the chat. You can ask me anything. Bring whatever you got to me. I'll get to you until we do get to the monetization, and then we'll do the super chats, the subscriptions. We'll do some bonus shows, all that good stuff. I've got some guests that I could hit up and get them lined up. I've got a lot of untapped talent that I've never really reached out to and asked to podcast with me. But if I have an audience, which seem to have, thank you to the 35 or so watching right now, and hit the like button too, please. It's been very, very cool the amount of likes that this small grassroots channel. Yeah, I said grassroots, dude. This grassroots experiment has been completely built from the ground up. No bullshit. So thank you. Smokey the Spurg, who my pre-show is named after, said you could hear me hitting the weed cock. Yeah, I am weed cock McGlock. I guess fire one up for the boy. Okay. Abraham Washington, I believe that Ray believes. That's a profound statement. Number one, Josh Denny fan. I know you were chipping me before, but yeah, I have to always give a shout out to the Disco Biscuits. The Disco Biscuits are my favorite band of all time. I've seen them approximately 180 times live. My first show was in 2002 in New York City, and I spent a long time following them. I traveled to see them, went on like tour with them back in the day. Became friendly with the band, got to party with those guys, and also like I ran a half marathon with the bassist Mark Brownstein back in like 2017 or so. I was a big runner back then. I used to actually run at Camp Bisco. They would have a 3-day festival every year, which was basically a rave, a 3-day, drug festival rave. And I was big into running at the time. So I thought it would be really like kind of ironic if I did, I called it the Camp Bisco 5K hole. So way back in like 2012, they were doing it up in like outside of Albany, and they had this huge campground called Mariahville where they used to do the Indian Lookout Country Club Harley Davidson Rendezvous every year. That was like at the end of the summer. This location used to have the Harley Davidson Biker Festival at the end of the summer. So before that, they would have this thing called Camp Bisco, and they'd have all the bikers as security. It was kind of hilarious to have that element there at a rave. But like one year I like organized a bunch of people on the message board to meet up at the stage at like 11 a.m. After everybody was raging all night. So like no one really showed, but I ended up running like a 5K around the festival grounds in like a whole running outfit and like blew people's minds. And a couple years later, 2016, 2017, I want to say, the bassist Mark, a friend of his passed away, and he got into running as a way to like stay healthy as a response to the untimely death of a friend. And I reached out to him and I was like, hey man, I run too. Like if you start running small, you could eventually get to a half marathon. and he and I agreed to run a half marathon together. I can actually pull up a picture of that if I could give me a second here. But the fun thing with that is that eventually at Camp Bisco, when they moved to Scranton a few years later, they actually like did a full 5K on the festival grounds as part of the festival. So it's not like this was something that I, you know, was responsible for necessarily, like getting that completely started, but it was kind of cool that they eventually made it like a full-time part of the festival. They were doing a lot of like wellness and stuff. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find this. Hold on, give me 1 second here. I do really want to pull up this photo if I can. Bear with me here. You know what? I'll do this. This is my new thing. Give me a sec here. Where is my... Wow, this is really unprofessional of me. Here we go. This is what I wanted.
Hi, honey, I'm home. It's time to get busy. Television.
So white and chocolatey too.
Television. It's
All right, I got it. Cool. Check this out here. This is your boy, Stevie Lou, crossing the finish line with the bassist of the Disco Biscuits, Mark Brownstein, at the Philadelphia Half Marathon. I think this was 2016, it says. So this was one of my favorite moments of my fucking life. I know that's going to sound pretty doofy to a lot of people, but yeah, Mark, the bassist, and I, you know, spoke online and like chatted back and forth for a couple of months while he trained and I trained. And then we met. You know, you got to get up at like 4 in the morning when you do a marathon. So we met up at like 5 in the morning, downtown Philly. We got up and he and I ran this half marathon together, and I crossed the finish line with him, man. He was very, very proud of his achievements there. And I got to talk to him the whole time about like the band and shit. So it was kind of one of these self-serving sort of things, but got to become friendly with Mark and the keyboardist Aaron from that, because I used to go to Camp Bisco. This is great. Stevie, when you die, are they going to release a Dick's Pick style series of your hundreds of hours of comedy recordings? You know, number one, Josh Denny fan, I think this will be a segment. I'm not ready just yet I'm sparing you at the moment from the comedy stylings of Stevie Lou, but I do have some of these recordings that I'd be willing to share. So I will absolutely, in the very near future, I'd say let's do it this week. I'll do a night this week where I do play an 8-minute, 10-minute set of my comedy. It'll be audio only. I think that's fine. I'll get the cherry pick, you know, and like try to grab one of the better ones I've done, and I'll hit you all off with that. Okay. Let's catch up real quick with the chat because I'm way behind here, and then we'll get to some topics. I promise this isn't all going to be just me chatting. Fuck Ray DeVito. We'll get to that. Oh, nope. Not little quad. Not for you today, buddy. Not for you. Chris Mack in the house. What's up, my long-haired fellow? Flat Cats partying. Victoria's in the house. The fruit, the Lou, the proud, the many. Get it right, Doom. Get it right. Little quad, I see you, but we're not doing that today. Yeah, super chats are broken. People are starting to fuck with me about my audio. I got nervous for a second. You did get me there. You got me for a second. I thought that maybe my audio was out. It's not. Okay. The turn. Yeah, Prestige Worldwide. It's not the same thing. We did not reach the goal yet. Yes, I did throw a little. That was actually Ray DeVito at the stand. That was more of a shot about Ray's in New York City right now. Yeah, he's lucky. He's lucky. I hope he sleeps with one eye open tonight, gripping his pillow tight. Exit light. Enter night. Take my hand. Off to DeVito land. Pay your prayers and no one is to bet my son to include everyone. Took you in, fall from sin, no will reach for them. Do the same and you come. Sleep with one eye open. DeVito, you're gonna die. Exit light. He ran the light. Take his head and put it in the ground. I said, yeah. Italian Stallion in the house. Not available for free. Yeah, I got to get those Melton effects. If I had echo on that, you guys would have fucking lost your shit, I bet. Shout out to Prestige, a movie everyone but you has already seen. LOL. Yes. And I'm going to blow your mind even further. I have never seen Interstellar all the way through either. And there's like a reason, because back when those movies came out, I think Prestige was 2008. I think Interstellar was a few years after. Like, I was not in the greatest place when I was like, hey, I'm just going to go see movies. And I was fucking, whoa, I was way out there back then. And I was not as much into keeping up with the movie Joneses. And I feel like I fucked up there, because Christopher Nolan movies have to be seen in IMAX. And Prestige isn't one that like is like full of action shots, so I don't see necessarily why that would have to be in IMAX. But man, that is it's been such a great fucking thing for me. That is true. The thing about this is great. Yeah, MGD. That's one of the reasons people. I think Kevin Brennan last night said to me, he was like, Stevie, you see a lot of movies, and it's true. There's a reason for that. What I do is I love going to films in the theater because I will turn my phone on Do Not Disturb. And I have a major problem not doing that otherwise. So movies are one of the last things that I still respect enough that I'll turn my phone on Do Not Disturb. So, and I'll have to I can't do it at home for some reason. It's just this it's one of my blocks. Shout out to, it's one of my blocks. I'm sure some of you can probably understand and appreciate that. So when I go to the movies, I'll turn my fucking phone on silent, no matter what. So maybe it's a good thing. I tried 3 different times to watch Inception. Not good. Yeah, Muted Growl. Like, I would probably suggest that what you do is you try to read some explanation or watch a YouTube explanation on it and then rewatch it. It was the same thing with Tenet, man. Like, Tenet fucked me up, made me feel stupid. And then I watched a YouTube about it. I read an article about it from Esquire. And now I'm like, I want to watch it again because I think I could like maybe pick up. Because while you're watching a film like Tenet, while you're watching Inception, you can understand, you could perceive that something bigger, confusing, puzzling is happening that you should be able to, I guess, figure. People have figured it. It was like similar with Memento. Memento was a much simpler film to, ingest and digest. Inception, no, that's a fucking really hard film to ingest and digest. Incept and digestion. So yeah, I would say, it's, and I hate to have to say that because now I feel like I'm not trying to belittle you, my dude or my gal. Muted. Not trying to not trying to belittle you here at all. And like that's a kind of a sucky thing to have to do. To have to like do research and shit before you see a film. But The guy definitely operates on some sort of higher level, and I really respect that. I feel like he does impressive, daring shit and takes chances and is successful now. So much so that he's going to be able to hopefully do this shit for the end of his life. I think that's good because we need solid risk-taking directors who want to push the medium, and I think he did that, and I think he has a good chance of winning Best Picture of Oppenheimer. I think that Poor Things is a better film than Oppenheimer, personally, but we'll see. What kind of walkthrough did Stevie need to understand Morrison's Invisibles? No. Morrison's Invisibles is something that I was like back when Inception and Prestige were coming out. I was reading Invisibles. That's like where my headspace was. I was getting deep into Hunter S. Thompson. I was reading Grant Morrison. I was reading, Neil Gaiman, Alan Moore, and all that really super heady stuff. I was really into more print at that time. I was playing a lot of video, like Tekken and shit. I don't know where I got this acid. Yeah, always a good sign. Yeah, it was my buddy Ben. Shout out to Ben. Stevie is why the DARE program is necessary. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I couldn't focus enough to watch a movie on acid. Yeah, I agree. It's not good to take like a full dose of LSD and go see a film unless you're like super expert level. I would also, though, suggest taking like a quarter hit of acid, like a low to mid dose is actually kind of a good thing when you're trying to take in entertainment, I feel, in a live setting. I've found great places in my life doing that sort of thing, low dosing and going to music live. But yeah, I guess you're playing with fire a little bit. Phil Russo. First time in acid, I watched Waking Life on DVD at a friend's house and understood it completely. Number one, Josh Denny fan. Yeah, that's a great one. That's what's his name from Dazed and Confused, and holy shit, blanking on the name right now of the director. Give me a second. But yeah, Waking Life is amazing. I love A Scanner Darkly. We did an episode of Blunt Smoker video on A Scanner Darkly. Waking Life uses rotoscoping technology, which is, simply put, you take every frame of a film and you draw over it. Nowadays, they use digital effects to rotoscope, but it is interestingly enough, rotoscoping was a technology that was developed first by Martin Scorsese in the documentary The Last Waltz by the band The Band. There was a famous segment where Neil Young comes out and does a guest spot, and he does the song Helpless. But what had happened was Neil Young had been partying backstage very heavily at this final show of the band, and he was allegedly snorting some cocaine in Minecraft. And when he came out on stage, he had this giant rock, like his entire nostril was just covered in just white powdered cocaine. And he just comes out and he's like, "Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm gonna sing a song. There is a man and don't know how." And he's just whacked out of his mind, but does a great job. And so they got the footage afterwards, and they're like, "Oh my god, this is an amazing performance," but he's got the fucking coke in his nose. And I guess Neil Young's people saw that, and they were like, "Yeah, there's no way we're gonna be able to put this out to the public. Unfortunately, it's gonna be a bad look," they said. So what Scorsese did is he took every frame one by one and had some intern use a black magic marker or like a oil pencil, and just every single frame one by one. This is old school, 35 millimeter. Used a microscope and a fucking pen to black out all the cocaine on Neil Young's nose, and then they were able to put the performance in there. So if you do ever get your hands on The Last Waltz, you could probably watch it on YouTube. You can see, especially if you watch it on a big TV in high def, you can, if you tune in, You can notice that there's something odd going on with his nose. And then if you know anybody on cocaine, you can fucking tell. Victoria, thank you very much for joining the channel. Again, we are at over 500. That was a big milestone. And now we're working on the view hours. So hit the like button, tell your friends, just watch old episodes, old live episodes if you haven't seen them. Watch them at double speed if you have to. Let's just do it. Not on the hate game guy who physically threatened a guy last night. Now we'll get to that. Number one, Josh Denny fan. It's probably almost that time to get to that. I just want to catch up with the chat a little more because honestly, I don't think that I actually physically threatened anybody. I think I made some allusions to some things, and we can look into that a little further. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, you know. But yeah, shout out to Flat Cat. Thank you very much, darling. And you will get your wrench. I don't know if I could do this right now live. If you guys want to just bear with me 1 second here, let me see if I can get this young lady her wrench because she absolutely deserves it. Here, I think I can do this here. Add as moderator. Yep. Okay, that's it. Ba-boom. Flat Cat Jess is now officially made moderator of the Stevie Lou Entertainment Network. Congratulations, Flat Cat. You absolutely deserved it. Okay. Servosif wants me to do IRL streams. You know, I guess I'm not too big. You know, I mean, like, what do I want to say here? You know, I guess my ego isn't too big that I'm like, I won't do that because that's below me. I think, yeah, I was walking around New York City or Brooklyn specifically today in, you know, the 62-degree, unseasonably warm weather on a Sunday. And like things were active, things were happening. So you could be onto something here. Walking around Manhattan during the day, and actually with my full-time job, which a lot of folks don't know, I do have a full-time job. They're making some major changes to my my responsibilities. They made like just company-wide changes that are affecting everyone. So my territory is expanding, which I think is a good thing. So I'll be up in like Gino's territory now. Some days up in Harlem. I used to be in more like Midtown Manhattan, and now I'll be in Midtown and Harlem. So yeah, I think I could absolutely start doing some streams during the day, especially if we're trying to get these views up. Yeah, Bobo is going to be with me doing a lot of stuff here. He is definitely my ride or die. You know what? I just got 2 tickets to go see Dune 2 on the 70 millimeter IMAX in Lincoln Square, which is the only big format 70 millimeter IMAX in New York City. And like the tickets are all sold out for fucking every show. As a matter of fact, like there's like no shows that they've announced more for more seats right now. And I was able to grab 2 tickets for a showing of Dune 2 on the big screen IMAX like in a few weeks. And Bobo and I will be going, and I plan on doing a post breakdown with that. Answer Ray's roast challenge, Johnny Chopsticks. You got it, buddy. Exactly. I will. Servosif likes it. Thank you, buddy. Please give us this sound clip. I, Stevie Lou, believe that Shuli Agar is a talentless crybaby hack who should quit comedy for the sake of humanity. My children deserve better. There you go. You got it, buddy. People are leaving, and now they're coming back, Johnny. That's how it happens. Steinsky Mass Media, any relation to Ski Mass Media? Could be. Wow, I didn't even catch that, PSP. Good call. Yeah, Ski Mask today, I don't know what he's doing, man. He's like telling half-truths and shit. Like, we did talk on the phone today, and I told him that, like, you know, yes, when he does say nasty, real nasty shit about my wife, he crosses the line. And he went on the air today and said that, oh, I told him that that's only in response to him saying where I work. And that's not the case. That's not the case, because he said where he worked already on air. He's made it clear what he does, because he said how he enjoys doing that new job. I don't want to fucking bring this any further, but I hope the guy gets better. I did talk to him. Little Quad is a star. Yeah, no, he is. He is. Just right now where I'm at in my stage where I'm trying to not get in trouble. Stevie was there the whole show last night. I was so flabbergasted and focused on Ray's absurdities that I can't even remember. Yes, Chris Mack, I got the link very early on. Pat Dixon and I both were on the show early, and then Ski Mask came on, and then Ski dropped, and then Ray came on, and then we brought Ray back on, and then the Sorcerer made an appearance. I was getting PayPals or Venmos from the Sorcerer. Very thank you, Sorcerer. He's probably watching right now too. He apparently loves all this shit, which I get it. If you're into breaking down people with psychological damage and just bad things, this would be it. This is where you want to be. So Sorcerer was sending me like $5 Venmos, going like, "Yo, I'll be available at 9." And he ended up showing up, dressed up all snazzy and shit. Victoria's here to support. Thank you. Shout out Victoria. Pray the Lord my soul to keep. Thank you. Yep, we started to do some Metallica there. Have you seen The Illusionist? So that's the thing too. I think there was a thing in my brain where I was like, I knew that there were 2 movies that came out about the same time about magic, and I think I have seen The Illusionist. And I didn't think I liked that much. So I was like, all right, I don't want to see this other fucking prestige movie. And like, shame on me for just making a blanket judgment like that, because fucking prestige rocks. Illusionist was okay. Uncle Stokes, I show up for 2 seconds and you're singing like, right? Shake my head. Yep. Here we go. My lost interest. Sup, Stevie? Congrats on the 500 subs. Thank you, buddy. I actually feel like you probably also had some help there by putting my stuff out. My lost interest. Stevie was talking. Yeah, there we go. I think you probably saw that microdose. Yeah, and I'm getting to the clip from my lost interest now. I'm just catching up with this chat. We're almost here. Stevie, the movie head. Yeah, listen, I worked at Blockbuster Video. That was one of my first full-time jobs. I had like a job in the summer at a burger joint. I used to work the fryer and open clams in the summer when I was like 15, 16. But in the winter, I got a job working nights at Blockbuster Video in my a few towns over from my hometown in Mamaroneck, Largemont, Mamaroneck. On Mamaroneck Road, there was like the one big Blockbuster in the area. It was on the corner of Boston Post Road over by the Homics ice skating rink, if the folks know that area. Right near Walter's Hot Dogs. Shit, if you don't know Walter's Hot Dogs, you fucked up. But yeah, I used to work at Blockbuster Video, and the biggest perk of Blockbuster Video employee there was that you got to rent 8 videos a week from the old section. And I would rent 8 a week, and then I would ask other friend employees who hadn't filled up their 8 a week to use their rentals, because I was just chewing up film back then. And then we used to be able to get the new releases. They would come into the store a few days early. So as long as you watched it and returned it before the day it would be released, you were able to see all the new shit. So, man, I saw fucking hundreds of films working at Blockbuster Video for 3 or 4 years while I was in high school, until Blockbuster died out. Actually, like when I was at Blockbuster, I remember when like DVDs, I came in when DVDs first started. Like they had like 2 shelves of DVDs when I started working there, and then slowly but surely the DVD cases would grow. So not sure what we're talking about here. What was a good show? I was talking about something there before. Hunter S. Thompson, Unaliving Letter was titled "When Football Season Is Over." Perfect title. Yeah, that was really sad. He had written a bunch of really great articles for ESPN.com right around the time of his death. I think it's called Kingdom of Doom, Kingdom of Fear. I think is the Kingdom of Fear. I think is the compilation that I've been aware of that were like his articles from the end of his life and career. And yeah, man, too weird to live. Too. Well, how I fucked that one up. Anyway, rest in peace. The Last Waltz is amazing. Stevie, are you still cool with the Dave man? Yeah, I mean, I got no issues with the Dave man. We don't really talk or anything anymore. I'm still cool as fuck with Roy Harder. So, if anything, Roy Harder, man, is the bridge that keeps me going. Actually, you know what? Let's do a quick aside here. I want to play for you the intro song for Blunt Smoker Video, my podcast, available on Spotify and elsewhere. But Roy Harder did my freaking intro music. And it's one of the proudest things I have. So we're going to play it real quick here for you. I hope this works. Give me one sec. Okay, didn't work at all.
Wow.
Okay, that didn't work. Let's go back one. Here we go.
Much content on one podcast.
There's so much stoner stuff. And I can listen to it wherever I go.
Now this is a podcast. Esto es un podcast.
Okay, it didn't work either. Here we go. This has got to be one that works.
He was on Nosferatu.
Hey, Blunt Smoker Video fam. Before today's episode, I wanted to bring you an advertisement from our buddy, Big Dan. Wow, that's me.
Would you like to cook like a real Tennessee pitmaster no matter where you are? Get your hands on some Big Dan's original Bethpage barbecue sauce and seasonings with perfectly blended spices to season anything you're cooking, from pork to chicken, beef, and even vegetables. So get your hands on some Big Dan's original Bethpage barbecue sauce and seasonings. It's small town flavor, but a Big Dan deal.
I've never heard of this much content on one podcast.
There's so much stoner stuff. And I can listen to it wherever I go.
Now this is a podcast. Esto es un podcast. Ordinary movie podcasts don't come close to Blunt Smoker Video. Wow, what a podcast! Blunt Smoker Video. Come discover the Blunt Smoker Video podcast.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
That's enough of that. But yeah. So check it out. That's Roy Harder helped me produce that. He did the music. I did the capture on the vocal tracks. We had a bunch of my Troma folks come over and record those vocal parts. But what I did is I took an actual Blockbuster Video ad from the early 90s and I like took what the people in the video said in the commercial and slightly changed it and had people record that. But man, did Roy Harder knock that out of the park or what? Bobo was actually Nicaraguan. Wow, I didn't know that. Congrats on the 500, Justin Kemple. Wow, he was follower 420 for the record. Yeah, I gotta give a shout out to my 500th subscriber. I think it was Adam's soundboard was 500, and I told him I'd send him something. So if I send him something, I feel like I gotta send Justin Kemple something for being 420. Absolutely. Dabble do. I absolutely take suggestions. As a matter of fact, that's why, like, okay, my whole concept for my film talk is going to be where I'm seeing a lot of modern day film coming out. I saw Problemista the other day. I reviewed it on my last podcast. I'll be seeing a lot of the new movies coming out because I have the AMC A-list pass, which gives you 3 movie tickets a week for $25 a month. So I've been like getting at least 2 a weekend, and I plan on talking about all the new stuff coming out, and then I'll gladly go over some old stuff. So please, if you want, my bud, just send me over a message on Twitter. You can see my Twitter handle is right here. Stevie Lou is back. Shoot me a DM, please. Reach out. I have a VHS copy of Troma's classic Class of Nukem High Part 2 if you want it. There's a great indie punk music throughout the video. You know what? Hold on 1 second. 1 second here.
Word. Hi, honey, I'm home. It's time to get busy. Television.
So white and chocolatey too.
Television. It's so fresh. Look at that shine.
Look at that shine.
Look at that shine.
Oh, yes.
Lemon.
Chicken.
Liver.
Fluoride.
Gee, Mom, can I have some more?
We'll be right back.
This word. 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 We'll be right back.
This word.
We'll be right back. This word. Bargains. Now, how much would you expect to pay now? Bargains. Bargains.
Here's all you do.
Not just one. Not just one. More than 3. You get 4 and
Okay.
you pay only 9.
Wow. All right. Thank you for hanging in. I got to turn this music off. It's playing in the background. Okay. So let's go back to Super Chat. Thank you for bearing with me. So Stephen M. I have a VHS copy of Troma's Class of Nukem High Part 2 if you want it. There's a great indie punk music throughout the video. So a VHS, this was not scripted, please. I want to make sure this is clear. This was not scripted whatsoever. But a VHS copy of Class of Nukem High, you say, 2, that happens to be signed by Lloyd Kaufman. So, all right, listen, not trying to fucking big time you here or nothing. And I do really appreciate that, Steven. And as a matter of fact, if you do want to send me that, I can get it signed for you by Lloyd, and I'll send it back to you, buddy. I'll get it personalized. As a matter of fact, I'll just tell Lloyd it was for me, and I spell my name with an A now. So that's really, really cool, man. I actually also have Nukem High 3 as well on VHS, not signed by Lloyd. I got to get that signed by Lloyd. So I will absolutely take that into Troma with me one day if you want, pal. I got some more Troma shit laying around here. Yeah, it's probably best for another day to get really into the Troma stuff. So, which strain tonight? Tonight, I'm smoking on a brand called Extra Terrestrials, and we've got Day O. It's some cold pressed rosin going. Okay. Send me some blunt wraps. I could do that for 420. You boys with Lloyd? Yeah. I'm friendly with Lloyd. I wouldn't call myself friends necessarily with Lloyd, but Lloyd and I are certainly pals at this point. So, okay. We're here at the point where I'm going to play a clip. And again, I want to shout out my lost interest here for putting this up here. I'm just going to play this quick. I don't want to get too much into this because it's really a lot of bullshit, to be honest. But maybe I can try to Yeah, I almost don't even want to do this right now, to be honest. But fuck it.
Yeah, you
All right.
would.
That's all you
Wouldn't
do.
Just stick it to Chad.
Ray,
Stevie,
when
stop it.
when you go to the
Stop.
store, do you get your beers there free too?
Yeah, apparently I drink 27 beers every time I go to the store.
Again, automatically exaggerating. 27. No one said anything about 27 beers, Ray. You're, pushing things. I said 6
Damn, it's 2 kegs.
because you drank 3 in front of me. So
Those are the only
Stevie-
3 beers I had, you dummy. I was fucking working.
you never drank.
Watch the
Before your
language.
show.
We don't like the word
You
dummy.
didn't drink. You didn't drink before the show.
Fucking shut up. No, I did not. No, I did not. I did not drink before the fucking show.
I got a keg, pussies.
That's why I don't even want to do this because, what the fuck? That was incredible. All right. I know Ski Mask has been all day going nuts about how great he was last night. And, I can't deny that was spectacular. I got a keg. Oh, wow. I got a peg pussies. I got a keg pussy interlude is going to go down as one of the best moments in recent MLC history. And absolutely broke up some of the tension that was building. And it would have been great if Ray could have laid off there a little more and just had fun with it. But, off of some bullshit, he just starts doubling down. And let's see.
No, I knew I was going to drink later, so I'm not getting drunk at a place I fucking work
Yeah,
at.
and let's get
dummy.
into this,
You
man.
fucking dummy.
Where do
I
you
get it.
work at?
I get it. You never
man.
had a fucking job before, but yes, you cannot
Wow.
fucking get wasted at a place you fucking.
So Ray is a known boozer. And this is absurd. For him to say that he doesn't drink as soon as he walks into the comedy club, whatever it is, whether it's a bar, he's doing a bar show, it's a club that has a bar there. When I used to do shows with Ray at Brooklyn Comedy Club, and I would do it too. When you walk in, you go, "Hey man, can I get a Corona? I'm on the show tonight." That's how you start off with the bartender. Because a lot of times, if you're not doing shows super regular, like Ray, who's only coming in once a month from Cleveland, or me, who was doing a once a month show at Brooklyn Comedy Club because I wasn't passed at Brooklyn Comedy Club, but they used to let me do a monthly show there, a show that Ray did 3 or 4 times, I want to say. He, reached out to me first and was like, "Hey man, we should work together so that we could get a show going at Brooklyn Comedy Club." This is something that he had done in the past with me, and I helped him with that. And we had a good thing going. It went so well that Brooklyn Comedy Club gave me Stevie Lew. I had a show called Working Man's Comedy presented by Stevie Lew that went for, I want to say 8 months, 9 months, something like that. And I eventually got needled by the club. They wanted to fucking cut my door deal down. And that's when I said, fuck this shit, this comedy insanity where I'm chasing this little money, I'd make a couple $100 per show and I'd pay comics out for their spots as well, and the comedy club started to fucking try to pinch me. And as someone who's not, yes, Ray, I'm not doing comedy only full time because I couldn't survive like that. I don't think many people could. Not to call out the god Joe Rogan, but Joe Rogan was on Cat Williams just the other day saying there's only 500 comedians in the world who actually do comedy successfully, comfortably making a living in the world. And let me fucking just make sure this is clear that Ray is not one of those 500. He's one of the other 5,000 comedians that just barely get by by doing comedy live on stage. And he don't want to come to terms with that. He can't come to terms with that because if that's the reality for him, then what he's doing is a waste of time and it's stupid. And he don't want to fucking have that reality. And a lot of people are sitting there saying to him, Ray, what the fuck, dude? Calm down. You're going nuts over this bullshit. And, then he starts to lash out at me. So let's see how this goes further.
You fucking work. You fucking idiot.
Ray, you're a drunk. Yeah,
Smoke
take a
some more-
sip. Take a
smoke
sip.
some more
Take a sip,
fucking
Ray.
weed.
No, take a sip.
Smoke some more fucking weed. You
Take a
fucking
sip.
drug
Take a
addict.
sip, you alcoholic.
fucking drug addict. Oh, it's a guy who's also drinking beer. All right, thank you.
I don't have a problem where I'm living in my godparents' basement because I drink too much beer.
Again.
Okay, and I got pretty drunk last night. As a matter of fact, I was like, I think I drank 6. I think I drank about 5.5 beers throughout the 3-hour show, which is not crazy, but I definitely got a little saucy last night. The Saturday night shows are kind of a time to do that. Kevin usually drinks too. But besides that, man, I'm not really drinking much during the week anymore. Alcohol just don't do it for me. It causes me more problems than it does good. And by that, I mean like physically, with my stomach issues, I end up taking a lot more shit. No pun intended. Let's see here. I don't mean to keep that up. Ray drinks to keep the voices quiet and the demons at bay. Hey, you know what? If that's the case, then maybe do drink, Ray, because I hear about these I-80 girls. Seems like Ray is all about positive perception. You calling him out undermines his false narrative. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Am I lost? Johnny Chopsticks, will you be selling I-80 t-shirts? I think that if people aren't selling I-80 killer t-shirts at Hackamania while Ray's there, we've all lost. So that's a brilliant Johnny Chopsticks. Like, where's my phone so I can do the whole Kevin Brennan? Hold on. Yep. Okay. Got it. Let me. I'll do that one more time with my turkey sticker. Okay. Got it. Yeah, I got a ticky sticker. It's pretty sick. Dude, you were scary last night. That was great. And yeah, we're going to get to that. So let's keep it rolling.
Who's doing worse?
Yeah, you're doing much worse. You're getting, your fucking Czechoslovakian wife is leaving you. I wonder why.
I was just lobbing it
Ray,
up.
don't mention it. Don't dox her.
Who's doing worse? I said.
That's
That's
not
right.
leaving me. We were just on a date last night. We had a great date. Dinner.
Good.
And
I hope you
movie.
meet her parents soon.
No.
Did you bring her flowers?
Did you bring Bobo?
Sometimes we hang out with Bobo, which is true.
That's got to fucking work out.
You buy all 3
Are
tickets.
you the cuck while Bobo fucks her?
Wow, Ray.
That was fucked up. And that was a joke. That's like the only joke out of this whole situation so far that actually came out of him, which I'll even allow that. If that's where he just started and ended, this would be a different conversation. But the whole other thing before that about calling her this, that, check, or like, that's fucking asinine. And then I wanted to say too that, yeah, you know what? My wife and I hang out with Bobo a lot. Bobo would come over, especially during COVID, the beginning of COVID. And I used to do these little barbecues out on the sidewalk on my street, and Bobo would be there every time. I'd have other people over. He'd be fucking cornering them and yelling loudly in their face while everyone was worried about a virus. And yeah, like, she's a saint that totally got the whole Bobo thing, and understood his deal. And I've always looked out for Bo, and he hangs out with me all the time. And, like I said, sure, Ray, that's the only good joke
Ray.
that you nailed on this one.
Ray,
And
watch your
fucked
fucking
up,
language.
I don't fuck her.
I don't even know who Bobo is. I have no idea who Bobo is.
You don't.
If you did,
He's a much smarter man than you, so don't worry about it.
All right,
there
well,
you go.
whatever. Let him run train on your wife. That's
Jesus, Ray. Ray, I'm
Piece of shit.
offended by this.
He's a piece of shit. It's all right.
Save
It's
it
all
for
good.
the roast. Stevie Lou, you look like a star. Vincent Price is Egghead.
Oh, I've had enough. That's
Are you doing an impression of your wife?
Oh my
Jesus,
God.
Ray,
Okay.
what the fuck is wrong with
Merciless
you?
Ray.
Ray. Shut the fuck up! I swear to God. Like, again, just one track mind, Ray. And I guess shame on me if we were playing poker. I definitely got kind of on tilt at this point where, he's just, yeah. Oh, but it's like, it just shows that he has no versatility. And he's only got a few quick stock lines that are not too creative, but
he's right around the corner, Ray. He's right around the
trying.
corner.
This is where I start to get a little.
And you're like smoking weed nonstop. Like you can't have that.
Ray, calm down.
Ray.
He has a lease currently.
You're an alcoholic. You're a bad alcoholic who flips cars.
I flip cars.
Yeah,
I sell them for
do.
profit.
You roll cars on the highway.
You're like,
the time that I almost died. He's talking about a time that I almost died. Right.
All right, that's my Ray impression, I guess. And here, Peter Sky Parker. Just don't mention Chris Italia, Paul Italia, and Patrick Milligan. Again, even Kevin last night, people call me a dick. They call me a ball washer and a dick rider. I almost said dick washer. Yeah, people call me a ball washer and a dick rider. But Chris Italia and Paul Italia are written about in the New York Post. When they bought the Staten Island ferry with Pete Davidson, they were like regularly mentioned in page 6 in the New York Post as like Paul Italia, Chris Italia, owners of the Stand, New York City. Like they're very well known. I'd almost call them like socialites at this point. Great guys too. But again, I have. This is not a Chad brag, but people call me out for this. I have Paul Italia's phone number. I've had, one-on-one conversations with him directly about stuff and text, email things. And then also Patrick is a agent manager. He used to write a blog in New York City about New York City comedians. So like those names are not protected private names, and saying that that's the owner of the Stand and that's the manager of the Stand is not doxing. It is not anything that needs to be checked or fucking called out, because there's nothing malicious about saying their names other than just trying to prove to the fucking dumbass on screen, Ray DeVito, that him saying that no one knows me at the Stand is horseshit. And it's just a lie that he's throwing out there to fucking try to like protect his fucking image that he has going. So John Doe, Ole, I'm going to get butt kicked for this question, but I got to ask, what happened between you and your wife? She seems like a great person. So what happened? She is a great person. That's 100% true. And I am not going to be getting into anything personal about me and my wife. That's absolutely not going to happen. It's never happened. It's something that, I brought it up the first time on an MLC episode in October when Gustav was talking about new apartments. And I said, I might be looking for a new apartment soon because I'm having some issues. That was it. And I've said some stuff that we've been going on dates and everything, but I've been trying to keep any details about her and I and our life out of this completely. I don't even tell people off air because I don't trust anyone, because people run their mouth. Just like Ray. Ray's only met my wife once. Okay? And I don't tell him shit. I told him one thing that happened to her at the beginning of the summer, and like he would go on air and be like, I kept that one thing you told me secret. And it's like, no, you didn't. You're talking about something right now. So, I'm not going to be sharing details about my personal life like that with you folks or anybody else out there. That's just between her and I love her and respect her way too much to ever put personal business out there, so I do appreciate the questions, and I think that's a fair question. I wouldn't kick your ass over that. So just where we're at, you know what I mean? So we're laughing. Yeah, not fair. And it's all good. Like, listen, I told you, ask me anything. I'm an open book. I won't really turn down much here. If Flat Cat is watching, which I hope she is, I told Balls Deep too, like we don't put people's family members' names out. So if you see that in the chat popping up, you can knock that out. If you see like people putting names up and stuff, I know my wife's name is out there already. So I mean, like I'd suggest not putting that in the chat. And I know I'm probably fucking inviting that now by doing so, but let's keep going with this Ray video here because I feel like this is rocking.
He immediately fucking turns into a bitch when I say the slightest thing, but he can go after my wife and I'm just chilling here. What a fucking dipshit.
You're chilling there. She's not chilling there. So work on that.
Wow.
What kind of laptop does Ray have? That he has Adele. All right, let me pause that real quick because I don't know if people got that joke. That may not be a joke that everyone got. Another manager at the stand. And again, I got yelled at yesterday on MLC for saying this, but one of the managers at the stand is named Adele. And she's been talked about on Bennington. Like Ron Bennington always talks about what a fucking awesome lady she is because she is really cool and she puts up with a lot of shit from the comedians and has to deal with the likes of fucking Ray DeVito on a regular basis. So she is super cool and has been there forever. She was at the original stand before they moved and like moved up the ranks. I think she used to like be a door person at like I don't know, I could have that wrong, but I don't think she started off as a manager and worked her way up to manager. So she's like also Tom Cassidy's co-host on the 10 or whatever. And shout out to Tom Cassidy, another guy that I know, through this little scene of New York City comedy, even though he's a Philly guy. Like we have mutual friends and I ended up helping him out as an extra on one of his videos a year ago or so. So I know Tom enough that I can DM him right now and straighten some things out and ask him, hey, Tom, is it a problem if Adele's name gets mentioned in public? So yeah, that super chatter right there. I forget who that was. It might have even been PSP, but yeah, someone was just chipping Ray there. And watch.
I'm down, Ray.
Dude, bitch. All right, that was a little bit much. I'll criticize myself here. Me just saying bitch like that is. I was tilted at this point, like they say in poker. At this point, I absolutely was on tilt. Look at those eyes right there. I am zoning in on a target. And I'm ready to fucking start swinging.
Calm down, Ray. They're still going to let you host on Tuesday.
I just became number 500. Stevie unzips pants.
Yep. Thank you.
Finally, he gets some action.
Ray pronouncing predicament is the most impressive thing I've seen.
There we go. Predicament. Who cares how many beers someone drinks on the house? What a loser. And it was only 3. I'm not getting wasted when I'm I drank after I was done with the show. I do not drink while I'm doing the show.
That's a lie. That's a lie, Ray. You drink during shows all the time.
All right, get rid of them. Fucking get rid.
See, now this is one thing I got to call out here. This whole get rid of them. Get rid of them. Because I call out that he did not start drinking midway through the show. Because also I want to shoot down this fact based off of what he said, because what he claims is that on his first beer, he tips $5 and then tips $2 every beer after. So I saw him buy the first beer that I saw, at least, or take the first beer. I shouldn't say buy because he didn't pay for it. What he did is he pulled out 2 wrinkled dollars out of his wallet and slid them on the bar and said, "Can I get another draft?" And they poured him a draft and slid it over to him. So he himself said that he paid $5 tip on his first beer. And I did not see a $5 tip. I can promise you that. I just walked in. I ordered my first beer and he was doing his show. So he was like, "Can I get another one?" He even said, hold on. Yeah. Hold on. I remember he was like, "Let me get another one." Or they were like, "Another one, Ray?" And he was like, yeah, here's $2 for your tip. He didn't say that, but he slid it over, embarrassingly, and then had another beer while the show was still going on. So he had 2 beers while I was there while the show was going on, had already absolutely had a beer or 2 in him, and then had a fucking 3rd beer in front of me, which he claimed was only his 3rd beer, but was clearly not. And now we're like just getting into the weeds, but I got to go with just straight facts here that he said that he paid $5 tip for his first beer and that his first beer was the beer that he was in front of me, and he did not pay a $5 tip. And as a matter of fact, I do kind of remember the bartender going, "Would you like another?" Weird man with your Jordans. Comedy Club. Let's catch up with the chat here. What a tough guy with the Macy's necklace. This is my vape pen. I know this is kind of, but the vape pen lanyard helps because if you put them on their side, they start to clog, and I always lose them. So if you look up vaporizer lanyard on Amazon, they're available. You should get a Stevie Lou branded lanyard for your vaporizer. That's actually great. Thank you for the thanks for the $5. Tom Club. Okay. Stevie, do you have to admit you get a little emotional with Ray? He's not completely wrong about that. Yeah, I'm about to lose my shit on this clip, I remember. So yes, I do get a little emotional with Ray. And it's because, like, I guess Ray's simple nature is so frustrating. And to have to, like, put up with his shit over and over again is what triggers me. I think the sorcerer said this, Pat said this, that, like, I'm getting beat up by everybody else. So when I get a chance to start swinging on someone else, it's like how it is. Okay, and let's go into it. I wanted to segue at one point or just talk about this. I went to my boxing. I go Sunday, 11 a.m. basically every Sunday. It's become such a great ritual for me. I go multiple times a week, but Sunday, 11 a.m. specifically is such a great time. And today we had one of the best sessions ever. We were practicing power 1, power 2. So you're doing like a power jab with a power overhand right, which are just 2 devastating punches. And we normally work on like fancy combos and stuff like that, to be honest. And to actually just do 2 power hits today, and like we wear the partner was wearing pads instead of like doing our glove training, and I was fucking walloping these fucking pads. We were doing 1, 2s, and then a body shot right hook, left hook to the head. So it was like 1, 2, whomp, whomp. And it's like just devastating blows. And I swear to God, I was picturing Ray. And just getting some of the best workout and aggression out of me. So I got to give a shout out to my folks over at my gym for putting up with me today, because I had a younger guy that I was training with, and I was fucking swinging today. Yeah. The vape lanyard is kind of Piazza. I don't know, Flat Cat, you could, you know what? Flat Cat, let's talk off air. I think that you could probably help me out and make a really nice, like, bedazzled, like, pimped out vape lanyard, Stevie Lou branded. Because I know you're into the craft market. That's something, I don't want to dox you, but I know that's one of your specialties. So let's talk off air. It's one of those things where you'll take all the profits. You just run it and you set it up, and I don't want no money. You just do it, and I'll promote it, because you're kind of working for free right now as my mod. Once we get paid, we'll talk about getting you hooked up. But Stevie, Todd Pepper, Stevie, I hope you find your way in this YouTube thing. You seem like a pretty nice, normal person. What? Are you sure, Todd? What? Is he trolling me? He's trolling me. I was watching this clip again, PSP, and suspect people were feeding him lines. Ray was a little too quick with his personal attacks. That is, or he's more of a scumbag than I thought. Yeah, I thought Ray was being a scumbag here. Let's get back to this.
Get rid of him with this shit.
Get rid of him.
Shut up, dude.
No, he drinks.
What are you,
I've
Freddie
seen
de
him.
Cordova? Get
I've
rid of
done
him.
shows with him at Brooklyn Comedy Club where he starts drinking when he gets into the show, and then
He's an alcoholic.
Yeah, he's had a few beers before his set. He does that all the time. Why is he all of a sudden acting like he doesn't drink before his set? That's crazy. Right, that's crazy. Yeah, and what difference does it make? But he's lying. He's just really lying right now for some bizarre reason.
Stevie, you've been in a comedy club.
I've seen you multiple times, Ray.
4 times in your fucking life, you've been in a comedy club. So don't fucking lump me
You
into
think you're some sort of big shot comedian?
And now I'm not trying to say I'm a big shot either, but I used to work in the Village, and then I would go to McDougal Street, and I had a presence on McDougal Street. I was very friendly with Greer Barnes and Sherrod Small. I used to do I did Race Wars. You could look this fucking shit. I'll pull it up right now. Race Wars, Sherrod Small, Stevie Lew. This is almost embarrassing, but oh wow, it doesn't come up. Hold on. Okay, well, we're gonna have to find that episode, but yeah, there's a Race Wars episode that I was on with Sherrod Small. I mean, I was down there on McDougal Street all the time hanging out, and we were over at the Grizzly Pear a lot of times, and we'd trickle over and hang out at the at the Village Underground. And I was at the Village Underground hanging out all the time. Good friends with Artie Fuqua is a buddy of mine. I can call him up right now. Will Sylvince is another friend of mine that I did get to like work with, not a lot, but I'd be doing shows and I'd like be friends with these guys, and we started, working together and stuff. So the fact that he thinks that I've never been in comedy clubs, yeah, we'll work on that. Just don't worry about it. I'll get you that. Is crazy, and it's just him reaching at this point. And also, I used to work at Dangerfields all the time. I used to work at Broadway Comedy Club all the time. And those aren't great comedy clubs in New York City, but they're comedy clubs, and I've done over 30 sets, 40 sets maybe at Dangerfields and Broadway alone. I used to do Greenwich Comedy Club down on McDougal all the time too. So I used to work with Sheba Mason. I used to work with Eric Bronstein at his Bomb Shelter comedy show that Ray has a beef with this guy too. So like the fact that he's trying and fuck, when I play these sets this week, I'll pull up even like comedy flyers with my name on it and shit. Like this is just absolutely absurd for him to try to pull this bullshit saying that I'm not a comedian. I guess in his eyes, I'm not a comedian. That's basically all he's got.
No.
You do. The way you're talking right now, you think that
you're a big shot.
Shut up.
Don't
Shut up.
don't. That Billy Joel song.
I'm not a big shot. I'm a comedian. You're not.
Ray, I've done comedy shows with you.
You do comedy once every 9 months.
So what? That means I'm not a comedian then? What the fuck is?
Yeah, you work once every 9 months.
This comedy shit is not working out for you the way that you're acting so psychopathic.
This is me getting emotional
about this fucking stand situation here. You've been nothing but a fucking dipshit, monkey brain moron the whole. Shut the fuck up and let me talk. Shut the fuck up, idiot.
Concern yourself about your life. Fix your fucking marriage. Get your life together. You get a real job, and then you could fucking.
Again, have a real job. Am working on my situation. He don't know any of this. He's just, again, I guess this is his jokes.
Hey, you're living in your godparents' basement. You have no right to tell anyone to get their life together. You suck at life.
Curious Kalo. Ray, what year?
This is Dr. Chuck.
Roy Cohn Esquire, as a fellow doper, I concur with the lanyard. See, Roy Cohn gets me. And also, like, people who do tobacco vapes, you know what I'm talking about. You lose that thing, and then you got to go buy a new one, and it becomes a hassle. If it's tilted, it gets clogged. So Flat Cat is going to help me out there. The reason Ray is reacting this way he does is because he knows he's just getting by as a comedian. Yeah. And that's like another point that I said, like, and I hope I'm not the one that's the source of his anxiety, but like, can't take this shit that seriously. His whole life is hanging on a thread at all times, you know, and that's not funny. I know that's funny to you, and I'm not chipping you for saying that's funny, but that sucks. I get it. That is not fun. The sorcerer brought that up last night, and that was like a good like mental check moment where the sorcerer was like, Ray's got a fucking tough life right now, so anything that's fucking with him more, he takes real seriously. How he stayed alive for 50 years is amazing. Isaac Walmart, what's up, buddy? Forgot about Race Wars. That goes way back. LOL. Yeah, I gotta find that episode I was on. There was some lady, Lindsay something. She was like a porn star type deal, and myself and Sherrod and what's her name, Karen Margolis was on that too. Going 0 to 100 over a dumb Ray DeVito comment is really nuts. Yeah, I don't disagree with you, buddy. I'll take that.
Chow, this is Dr. Chow. You know I didn't talk to you about my accent shit? Because you guys are trolling me, and I don't know you fucking shit. I got in a car accident, almost fucking died, and I'm not going to sit there and indulge you guys while you mock me.
I know what you're thinking, and no, not doing any. Was just drinking last night.
So go fuck yourself, Dr. Chow. Go eat it. Yeah, Dr. Chow, the Mega G, you can go fuck yourself.
Oh,
thanks for the $5.
Thanks for the $5. Thanks for the 100.
So you're all stressed out going into urgent care because of all the stress, and then that same day
you're done. I'm not even fucking answering to you anymore.
I can't finish my sentence.
I'm not. You can go.
You're too sensitive for me to finish my sentence.
I don't fucking respect you, dude.
Let me finish what I was gonna say.
You're a piece of garbage.
So you're a well-respected, popular New York City comedian. That's what you're telling me right now.
You're known as a drug dealer.
That's what you're
thinking. Known in the comedy scene as a fucking drug dealer. That's all people think of you as a drug dealer.
Look at you falling apart.
Showing.
Look great. You're showing.
All right. You know, I don't even feel like I need to address that, but I mean, whatever. People are out there constantly saying this, that, and the other thing about me. And that's one of them, you know. And I did see that he did go on Rock Bottom today and start off his episode by saying, he's not a drug dealer. And it's like, it's kind of, you know, you're saying it like that, just on air. And he even got into more details about it. He said that someone told him that when I was working at the venue I worked at, the Soho Playhouse, that I was just a drug dealer. So I will, like, you know, just, I guess, clear the air that is completely false and not true. I've been very open about the shit that I'm into on air, and I do love the weed cock. You know, I won't deny that I do smoke marijuana occasionally from time to time. It does, you know, help me enjoy things more and helps my stomach condition. So don't get me wrong. I'm not afraid of that shit. As a matter of fact, let me fucking hit some shit now while we're talking about it. But what Ray is, I guess, misinformed about is that back in like 2018, 2019, there was a venue that I managed in the Village, and we had a cabaret in the basement. And on the weekends, Friday and Saturday night, after midnight, I used to run a invite-only comedy show that was 420 friendly. So, yes, this was before Prohibition ended in New York City. So this was technically a gray area at the time that we had to run, and we do a thing. We brought everyone in. We had a fully licensed bar there, would do private invites. It's spread by word of mouth. We'd have a couple of really good, hot New York City comedians. Myself, not one of the hot comedians, but I would do some sets as well. Barry Ribs used to come in and fucking burn the house down. But we'd have some joints available at the bar for purchase, you know? So if that's what this is all about, then I guess he's got me on that one. You know, we did run a really, really fun show. It was called Friday Night Lights, and what we called it, Saturday Flights or something. It was Friday Night Lights and Saturday Flights, and did some really cool stuff there because it was kind of like, oh, like people would like reach out to me and they'd be like, hey, I heard you've got this underground 420 friendly comedy show where you could smoke inside the venue. And I'm like, yeah, man, what's your email? I'll fucking get you invited. So it was a kind of fun thing that we did for a while at this place. It ended, for no specific reason. It just kind of ran its course. But we had a great time, and it was actually a challenge to run a 420 friendly comedy venue because to get people super stoned and have them do comedy and like enjoy comedy, it became a challenge. I used to have to like talk to the performers beforehand and be like, hey man, you got to like modify your approach here because these people are going to be high as fuck. So don't expect a normal comedy club. So yeah, Narc DeVito, real lowbrow shit there. Ray said it himself outright. He's easily replaceable at the stand. And if Patrick or the Italians start to get annoyed with the BS from him, he's done. He's easily replaceable. Then he should be replaced. And honestly, Chris, if that's the problem, then he should be going in and having no beers or just the 2 beers that you're allowed for a comedy set. If he's so concerned about his image there, which he is, then he should act accordingly. He's being cavalier in a situation that he's petrified about. So that's on him, Stevie Lou, one more quote. Okay. I'm sorry, Grizzly Adams. I had just said before, not going to do anything about people's families, especially wives, as someone who's experiencing that sort of shit on my end. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I can't even jump around on that one. I hope you understand, buddy. If this was a super chat, I'd pay you back. No, sorry, I can't do it. Right. That was his line today, PSP, which is just like, okay, thanks, Ray. Thanks, buddy. On Rock Bottom, he said you were a drug dealer. Yeah, he said he personally never saw you selling drugs. What are you going to do? Like I said, I have a full-time job that I love and respect, and I don't know how I could be. Yeah, reporting on every beer. So I didn't report. I just kind of like mentioned it on a show, and then Kevin ran with it. I mentioned it, and you guys ran with it, which is the old line. Maybe he's misremembering that you gave him blue chews to turn his peen al dente. Blue dealer. Yeah, I did give, that's all well documented that I did give him blue chews, but those were my own blue chews that I was prescribed because you just go on the website, you just type in a few things and they start sending you blue chews for like $10 a month. So I had a fucking stockpile because I don't use them normally. I don't need them, but they are good to have on hand. I will say, if you folks out there have never tried at least once in your life to chew one of those down, especially after you had a few drinks in you, man, do they work wonders. So I was just trying to look out for the boy. Just curious, when you told the comics to modify their approach, what did you mean? Don't be aggressive towards the crowd. No, this is a great question, Teddy. I used to really break this down. So this was a show that we were doing. It kind of just popped up, and 420 friendly venues are all over now that prohibition has broken. But before that, they were not. There was maybe 1 or 2 other, I forget the names, but there was 1 or 2 other ones. But we were we definitely didn't come up with the idea. But a lot of comics weren't used to this crowd. So I would say this. I would say don't just do jokes about weed because that becomes hack, because we know we're all here high. Do jokes that people who are high would find interesting. I don't know if that totally makes sense, but do your more quick hitting. They will lose focus very fast. So don't do your story long bits. Or if you do have a long bit, punch it up quick, cut parts out, really get to it, drag them in. They would start talking and stuff amongst themselves. So you'd sometimes have to like fucking be a bit of like a drill sergeant. It was a really cool fucking thing we had going on. We used to do like live music sometimes before the show started because like we'd have to make sure that the upstairs was completely cleared out before we could run things. We used to have a secret door entrance with like this huge security guard who was actually kind of famous. It's this guy. His name was ICU. He was part of Boogie Down Productions. He was, what I understood is he was KRS-One's brother, but not actual blood brother. He was a guy that he grew up with since they were like 13 or so. And there's a line in, I think it's Criminal Minded, where it's like, that's my brother, Kenny Parker. But then there's ICU. He's much more darker. That was my security at this venue. This guy, ICU, who used to tell me stories about Boogie Down Productions when they first started, and how him and KRS-One used to sell crack when they were 15 years old, and that they were able to rent their own apartment in the South Bronx at the age of 15 because they were so good at selling crack and were homeless. So that was like their method of survival back in the, early 80s in the South Bronx, which was one of the worst places in the world. So this guy used to tell me all these stories. And yeah, maybe I could do story time. ICU is a very, very interesting character who I got to know pretty well because we had a couple situations at the club once or twice where me and ICU had to kind of go back to back and pull some idiots out of some stuff. So yeah, Ray did kind of trigger something in me today or this weekend, thinking about that old spot that we used to run that he says I'm a big drug dealer. You know what I mean? Like, whatever, man. Maybe fucking that's a cooler story. Maybe that is the cooler story. If I was a magician like the Prestige, I wouldn't have told you guys all this. I would have been like, yeah, you know what? I fucking am. And I'm going to put a hit out on this motherfucker for running. No, in Minecraft. It's not happening. But let's see if there's any more of this clip here, because that's where it got. This is where then I definitely lost my cool 100%. Once that happened, he got me. He definitely got me to show all my cards and get real pissed. So
showing your true colors right now. Look at you falling apart. Not one joke from you, Ray. Not one joke from you. You've just been an angry little bitch.
Mask hate you? Why does fucking
you're an angry little bitch, and you're showing what a fucking scumbag you really are by having no jokes and just trying to be some sort of.
Waiting for
Gummy. If you would like to hit me up and let me know, I trust your artistic talent. You've been doing amazing things. I saw Tukey used your recent video of me, and yeah, buddy, if you want to do some stuff, Stevie Lou with Weed Leafs, I think that would be the way to go. Get back to me when you can about that. No rush or nothing, buddy. We'll figure out again. Jessica's gonna get all the profits from Stevie Lou weed pen lanyards.
for the
sorcerer to come on. Sorcerer is going to make sense of all this. ACDC.
Ray, you're coming. You're going to be at the stand on Tuesday. I'm going to have a New York Post under my fucking arm.
Okay. Completely lost my cool here, and I tried to be funny by trying to bring the Pat Dixon thing in, but totally lost my cool.
And I will see you, and you'll have to walk in through the entrance, buddy, and then we'll fucking have a discussion. Man to man, because you can't be funny.
And again, people said that I threatened Ray with violence, and I don't see that right there as a threat of violence. I said we're gonna have a discussion, because I felt that he was getting real loose on air, and he wouldn't be saying this sort of shit to my face.
and have jokes about this. You wanted to be
Leave me the
serious.
fuck alone.
And you,
Ray, get Stevie to be
Ray,
get
Ray,
Stevie to
you're
be
the
your-
one.
See, that's the thing. He's going, leave me alone. He's going, leave me alone. He started talking. You heard him say all those lines back to back to back about my lady. And then I'm starting to come back at him. And now he's going, leave me alone. Leave me alone. That is just pathetic. It's pathetic, Ray.
You're the one who started getting real personal tonight. And you start saying real nasty shit about me and my
Leave me
wife
the
now.
fuck
So
alone,
this
dude.
is not
Leave me
jokes
the
anymore,
fuck
buddy.
alone.
What?
Quit fucking where I got to work.
Yeah, it's not squashed anymore, buddy. So this fucking sucks for you now. Come through on Tuesday to the stand in New York City and see what happens.
I have to be there because I work there.
Okay. Now I'm starting to definitely cross the line where I'm like, see what happens. Again, no specific threat, but now, yes, if you were gonna, lawyer up. And I do want to say I do have a very cool fan who I will never say his name, who is a lawyer, and he was messaging me last night during the show. I'm very thankful for this. I'm not trying to laugh like this is stupid. Like, thank you, buddy. He was like saying, stop threatening. he was like, do not threaten. You're doing stupid shit right now. And I totally hear that loud and clear. Because I think this is at one point he was like, stop threatening him. And then when I started saying this, he was like, stop threatening him. So I do appreciate folks trying to look out for me.
Yeah, you're not going to make it through the door. That's going to suck for you.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Okay. That was a physical threat. Okay. If I said you're not going to make it through the door, I didn't say I was going to do something, but I did. Yeah. I felt like I was definitely trying to be very careful there by saying what I was saying. And at that point, I definitely lost in this battle. And I'll take that back. I'll take that back and say right now on air publicly that Ray DeVito, there will be nothing, no harm will be done to you whatsoever at any point from me in your life, unless we get like real bad where you come at me personally someday, which I don't think you will because you're not that dumb. But I will go on air, and I know some people got nervous, like, and I get it. I'm a serious guy. I get fired up, but I do want to just put out a mea culpa here and say that, I promise all of you. And honestly, it's like not even a promise to you folks. It's really to me. I have way too much to lose for letting this sort of thing escalate to the point it has. And also, I've gotten like some time to breathe and let it go. So I let these things go with Ray. I just accept that he's mentally ill. He's mentally ill. And, like, I don't want to be fucking with a mentally ill person. Okay, who cares if Stevie drugs or someone who was asking? Okay, that's not fair. The whole fight is dumb. I agree. Ray feels Stevie started it from bringing up all the stand stuff immediately, and KB fanned the flames by calling the guy. Yeah, I guess I did start it by bringing that shit up from the stand. But like Ray, Kevin called the guy, which was good content. But then Ray called the guy after the show because he thought he needed to put out a fire. And that's where this all just has completely gotten out of hand. Like, he never had to make that call. This would have never been spoken about again. Like, can I put that point home any harder? Ray made the phone call to the stand after that Kevin Brennan episode. I called him out on that on the episode, and he admitted to it. Ray called the stand when he did not need to. So all of this, you started it, you did this, you did that. It's like, dude, you could have played this a lot differently, and this could have been nothing. But shoulda, woulda, coulda. If it's and buts were something and nuts, then we'd all be a lot richer. Fucking hell. Stevie said Ray thinks he's one of the 500 comedians making it in comedy, but Ray doesn't think that. So he'll say that that's not the case, or he doesn't think that, but then he starts acting like he's a big shot. So it's crazy. I celebrate 420. It's a Don Manley's birthday. I also heard about another guy called Blankler. It's his birthday that day too, but I don't celebrate that. All right, that's good. Thank you, Sean Riggle. Sounds like a pot speakeasy. Yeah. We used to call it a weed easy, as a matter of fact. And actually, okay, this is cool. We used to do this whole bit at the beginning of the show. The venue I worked at was called the Soho Playhouse, and it was on Vandam Street in New York City, which is one of the oldest standing city blocks. It still is, accessible. And it was colonial era soldier housing, or like general housing, that was, turned over after the revolution. So the venue that I worked used to be a town hall. They used to call it Tammany Hall South. It was called the Huron Club. And they used to have Jimmy Walker, the mayor of New York City at the time. They used to have, so the phrase one-stop shop was originated in that location, because there used to be a town hall on the main floor, a whorehouse on the top 2 apartment levels, and then a speakeasy in the basement. So we turned the actual speakeasy from the 1910s into a weed speakeasy, from 1930s, Prohibition era. And the whorehouse upstairs was vacant, but they turned the town hall into a theater. So that was this whole spiel we used to run through, that, we were, the ghost of Jimmy Walker was still in the building, and he supported our speakeasy efforts, our weed easy efforts. And yeah, it was a good time, man. Everybody who came through was all down with it. Like, we used to have to ventilate the shit out of the place afterwards. Stevie got by Ray DeVito. That's true. Yes, D-Man. What I'll do is I'll do a Boogie Down Productions episode. Maybe not next week or the week after. I'll post some pictures of me in ICU. Let me tell you, we were like ebony and ivory, because he was a big dude. He was like my size plus another 30 pounds. And he was a very serious man. And I can't say much about our times together and all of the stories he told me, but he was there when Scott LaRock got killed. If you guys know anything about the history of Boogie Down Productions and who Scott LaRock was, he was there in the car when Scott LaRock got killed. And he told me personally, and I don't know if this is really speaking out of turn, it might be a little bit, but allegedly the guy who ended up shooting Scott LaRock. So the story is that the Boogie Down Production guys were seeing, one of the guys was seeing some chick, and then she was fucking with some rival cruise dude. So they rolled up to the project where the rival cruise dude was, and they drove by and may have either shot at them or just tried to intimidate them, and they started shooting back, and it ended up catching Scott LaRock in the head, in the back of the car, and he died immediately. And Scott LaRock was basically like the Dr. Dre of the East Coast. He was the guy responsible for most of KRS-One's early sampling and DJ stuff. They say that like KRS-One was a guy that bridged dance hall music and hip hop, which like we take for granted these days. Like before KRS-One, dance hall was one thing and hip hop was another thing. But he brought that song, The Bridge Is Over, into the equation. And like ICU told me that like he was there at like Webster Hall or wherever it was in like 90, 89, 99, whatever the fuck, 91, whatever the fuck The Bridge Is Over dropped. The show that they premiered that song, that whole The bridge is over. Like they said, the place went fucking wild because like that hard dance hall beat had never been introduced to hip hop at the time. So that's like a family friendly story that ICU told me. Oh, I can tell you one more actually. Fuck it. Why not? I'll give ICU his shine. The best story he ever told me. And this is nuts, man. He told me this story one night late, real late. Like, might have been just me and him talking. I was like, ICU, tell me some fucking old cool shit. And he told me this story. And honestly, as he was telling me the whole story, in my head, I was going, this is bullshit. This is total fucking bullshit. Like, I couldn't call him out on that sort of thing. But in my head, I was like, there's no fucking way any of this is true. What the fuck? And I'll get into it right now. But I went home and I looked it up and I started Googling and it didn't come up right away. But I swear to fucking God, I ended up finding a allhiphop.com forum that discussed the incident that he told me, and it confirmed what he said was true. And I was like, fucking, that was the moment I knew that this motherfucker was real. So basically the story is that there was some sort of like big hip hop award show going on and they were all backstage, and the group PM Dawn had been talking shit about Boogie Down Productions. And if anyone out there knows anything about PM Dawn and Boogie Down Productions, you couldn't think of two different sides of the coin. You know, PM Dawn was like soft, hip R&B, and like fucking Boogie Down Productions was hardcore. But apparently PM Dawn thought talking shit was the way to go at the time. So apparently PM Dawn was on stage, and the story goes is that Boogie Down Productions rushed the stage, they slapped the DJ, and then I heard it was ICU picked up one of PM Dawn, the big guy, and threw him into the audience. And apparently he landed on Queen Latifah. And like that was a big problem. Like apparently Queen Latifah got hurt because ICU stormed the stage. They grabbed the microphone from both the guys and threw one of them into the audience. So again, I was like, all right, this is insane. And can't find footage of it or anything. But if you look up on Google and you got to search, it took me a while to find the results. And it was like the All Hip Hop Archives. Look up PM Dawn, Boogie Down Productions, Queen Latifah Awards, and it comes up. I was like, I'll never forget the next day. I was at work. I had another full-time job at first over there, and it was just fucking so. Oh man, it's New York Post time for you, Raymond. Yeah, I did say that. That was kind of. Fat Cat's bowing out. Thank you, darling. Don't worry about it. You definitely put in your good time tonight. So I got to ask, Teddy, when you were telling John off, were you kind of going through Waterboy scene where Bobby was telling his mom, I like Vicky, she's pretty, but you like Adam, he's pretty. No, Teddy. Some of you are not going to like this, but I'll drop the fourth wall down. While I was telling off John, Kevin Brennan was texting me, and he was like, finish up. He showed me, he gave me the light. So at that point, I just had to kind of pull out whatever I had handy, and I had to go psycho Mark on a motherfucker. He called the guy off air. Yeah, he did call the guy off air. You perpetuated it on air. Yeah, that's fine. KB talks about SD Liz all the time. I'm sure they couldn't care less. Yeah, he was being defensive last night, and who knows why exactly, and I'll allow that. It's his show. It's obviously Ray knows he's not a big shot. Okay. Ray started all weeks ago for getting butthurt because he was called being annoying in AC. That's 100% true, Teddy. If you go back, and that's what I want to put that on the docket too. Episodes to do. is to go back and watch that episode and see what was said and what Ray overreacted to. He was saying that I was fucking ball washing and yada, yada, yada. Seems like Ray's actions rarely match his words, to be honest. So true. Number one, Josh Denny. He's getting crazy over you saying this shit because he feels he could lose a gig over something small like this. And yeah, honestly, like if he loses that gig, it only pays him fucking like he brags about this shit. It's just that's all it is so he can brag and he can try to act like he's a big dog. He goes back to Cleveland and throws his dick around saying, I got this show at the Stand once a month. Meanwhile, I know for a fact that he has to split the door with all the comics that go on and him and his co-producer. So he's not making a killing at all, doing that Stand show. And I won't say anything more. Or if he's doing spots at the Stand on top of that, the Stand spot pay is not a lot. So if he was able to, if he did say lose his Stand gig, we're talking about a net negative of like $120 a month that he's going absolutely dipshit nuts about. So that's kind of crazy, like that's where I start to say, man, hey, like, yeah, I get it. $120 here or there, it means something, but you can't go absolutely insane like you have about this. Yeah, he is easily replaceable. Okay, let's keep moving down. You got to continue watching. Ray blames KB the second you leave. Typical Ray not taking responsibility for his actions. Yeah, we'll keep watching. And actually, I got to take a quick pee break. If you could stick with me for 1 sec. We'll go to this. Right back. Quick pee break.
We'll be right back after this word. We'll be right back after this word.
In order, here's all you just call this toll-free number and have your credit card ready. Your size and color. Please allow 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. Offer not valid in Kentucky, South Dakota, and Hawaii. Don't forget, with every 7 you order, you get one free.
Iron, niacin, and riboflavin.
Riboflavin.
Shake.
Get down.
Humana.
Call before midnight tonight.
Humana. Soft
Oh, yeah.
and manageable.
Oh, yeah.
Plump
And
tender.
batteries not included.
We'll be right back after this word.
We'll be right back.
After this word. We'll be right back.
This word.
We'll be right back after this word. We'll be right back after this word.
We'll be right back. This word.
We'll be right back after this word. Quickly.
All right. We're back. Still with me? Oh, thank you. We're having a few beers tonight. Are you folks partying? Tell me what you're doing in the chat if you're partying. Let's catch up here. I'm going to have the cats are going to go crazy soon. I usually feed them. I have 2 baby cats here that I love dearly. Let's see if I can show you a quick picture of my gals. This is my boy and girl. Let's hide my notifications. Those are my 2 loves. Loves of 2 of my loves. Yeah, they usually get fed at 9 o'clock, 9 a.m., 9 p.m. And I only feed them wet food. So they are very particular cats, and they get very, very ornery around 9 if I don't feed them. They're okay to go for a good hour or 2 after 9 if need be. I try to keep them on a good schedule, but we probably might get some cat appearances soon if I keep doing this, because they will make their presence felt if they do feel the need. Let's get back to this. Okay. Let's catch up on the chat real quick too. Yeah, we're going to keep watching. Stevie, one of the stated reasons for the revolution was the British Empire's tendency for forcibly quartering redcoat troops in private homes. How large are these barracks you're talking about? Yeah, this is a great question. They were really nice. They were actually really nice townhouses. As I understood it, Aaron Burr lived in the residence above our theater at one point. As a matter of fact, there was a toilet there that had gone back, maybe not Revolutionary era, but it was one of the oldest toilets around. And I had used it once before, and I was always under the assumption that maybe I had shit on the same toilet that Aaron Burr, not Aaron Berg, that Aaron Burr had shit in. I think they said that Aaron Burr was living in that place when he shot Alexander Hamilton. Where it is right across the Hudson from New Jersey, from where they went and shot the dude. So they were really nice spots. Yeah, if you look up, check on Google Maps, you go to 6th Avenue and Vandam, Vandam Street, and look at that row between Varick and 6th on Vandam. Go to Google Street View. Fuck it, we'll do it right now. What am I doing? What am I doing here? Varick and Vandam. Yeah, check this shit out here. Let's do it. We're doing it. We are doing it. Share this tab. Okay. Yeah, you gotta go this way. No, this way. Fuck, I'm all turned around. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Look at these row houses here. Look at these beautiful ass colonial era row houses. These are still standing here. This one little row here. And that's the theater right there. But yeah, these are like 20 million. I don't want to say 20, but insane $1 million homes. Let's see if I can put that. Pretty sick. Yeah, this one especially. This one's fucking nice as shit. Yeah, in one of the nicest, toniest neighborhoods in all of the city. It's a good time down there. Steve got by Ray DeVito. It's true. Should be a soundbite by now. Damn. I saw Grandmaster Flash in the Furious 5 in 1978 at the Underground. Holy shit. Officer Krupke. Yeah, they used to play what the fuck was it called? It's a Latin spot. SOBs? I think it was called SOBs, south of the border. I want to call it SOBs as a spot. Well, right over by the venue there. Let's get back to Ray and Mimi.
You happy, Kevin? This
Real
is what.
sucks. Yeah. You didn't do this to yourself.
Kevin?
You didn't do this to yourself from running your mouth. Ever been to the Paramount in Brooklyn? I'm going there for a concert. Looks like a great venue. Teddy, yes, I have been to the Paramount, and yes, it is a phenomenal venue, pal. Holy shit. It's kind of in the middle of Shittsville, and Shittsville has been gentrified. I used to go out to the Paramount when it first reopened. It is a beautiful, sprawling venue. What I would suggest is that you get out there early and try to hit one of the local ethnic restaurants. And don't take ethnic for what some people may take it. But I would say find yourself at the venue an hour and a half before the showtime and go get yourself a nice, cheap, delicious dinner and find your seats early and take in a fucking phenomenal show. It's one of the best venues left in New York City. And it's an old venue that was renovated. So the sound is incredible because it's one of those venues that was built before amplified sound existed. So the acoustics in the venue are already pristine. So when you add a high-end production, which I think it's a Beacon Presents venue, which is Madison Square Garden, the people who do the Sphere out in Las Vegas, etc. Yeah, PM Down is right. Yeah, thank you. I did break it down for you. Yeah, wild how those guys laid the groundwork to guys like Jay-Z to become a trillionaire, and how those old guys all probably got screwed. Yeah, the thing in D-Man 69 with KRS-One is same thing with Nas. I don't know if you guys follow Nas on Twitter right now, but guys like Nas and KRS-One are deeply conservative and like right wing to a certain degree, also very conspiratorial. So those guys like would go out and say stuff that would not really fly at all these days. My boy Silo Cyborg is coming in saying, "What's up? Losing a gig at the Stand may effectively nullify Ray's reason to head to the city each month and therefore his ability to claim to be an NYC comedian." Yeah, Chris, I mean, he could still make it. Don't worry. He's got other shit shows to do at garbage venues besides the Stand. But yeah, you could be onto something. PSP, I suspect these gigs are net negative for Ray. He'd make more money staying home and podcasting. You're right. Kind of the same point. The Stand is only a 1.3 hour drive away from my house. Maybe I'll become an NYC comedian just like Ray. Jesus Christ. Just for the lulz. I like it. All right, let's get back to this.
This is what fucking
you
happens.
weren't just running your mouth, right?
Kevin, I got to show up there and work. I do not want this shit.
I got it. I get it.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, are you happy you created this shit?
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, he's got to show up there and work. Like he's got to go punch a card, clock in, and work again. Same thing with Ari Jane, fucking with his work situations. He could literally call just walking down the sidewalk work because he's a comedian, I guess. Jesus Christ.
He's not going to.
What did I do?
Like, what the fuck, dude? No, it has nothing to do that. I do not want fucking a confrontation in any capacity. I got to fucking work there. And now this is what.
Yeah, well, if you don't want a confrontation, then maybe don't keep hammering nonsense jokes about my wife. Maybe not call me a drug dealer. Right? Would that maybe avoid the confrontation, Ray? Because I don't know if you lived life before, but doing that to someone is not how you avoid confrontation. And you're looking to avoid confrontation, but then you're doing things that confront. And that's confounding. Capiche? Coming up on the 2 hour and 15-minute point. Thank you for checking in with Stevie Lou here. We're trying to hit some watch hour goodness. So hit the like button. Flat Cat Jessica was kind of running the like button thing before, but she had to take off. So Son of Billy Wags, are you down with Cool G Rap? I don't know Cool G Rap personally like I know Boogie Down Productions, BPD, but I'm down with Cool G Rap if that's what you're asking. Yeah. Kevin, look what you created. Yeah, let's go back a second here. I kind of talked over this. Look at this. Hold on. Hold on. Can I zoom?
Confrontation in any.
I can't zoom. Damn. Why can't I zoom? Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can drop out. Then, yeah, hold on. This is where we're at. This is where we're at right now, folks. Jesus fucking Christ, man. What am I gonna do with this fucking guy?
Any capacity. I gotta fucking work there. And now this is what I gotta deal with the confrontation. Awesome. That's very professional.
Let's go back a sec. Sorry, I think I cut that off early.
Anymore, buddy. So, right,
Kevin, I got to show up there and work. I do not want this shit.
I got it. I get it.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, are you happy? You created this shit.
Are you happy?
I didn't.
Stevie's
Yes,
not
you
gonna
did
punch
it.
you. He's not gonna punch
What did I do?
Like, what the fuck, dude? No,
No,
it has nothing to do with that. I do not want fucking a confrontation in any capacity. I got to fucking work there. And now this is what.
Yeah, that's wild that he threw fucking Kevin Brennan, our Lord and Savior, during the Lenten season. He's going to throw one of the patron saints of comedy, the patron saint of comedy, Saint Kevin Brennan, the runner, owner, proprietor of Kevin's Gate. What? Exactly. Slow Cyborg, with Ray's logic, anything you say on a pod or otherwise could affect his ability to work. Yeah, that's a tough tightrope to walk for me, for Ray, for anybody. Beating up Ray is like punching a handicapped kid. Yeah, I don't want to do it, Comedy Hacks. I don't want to do it, buddy. That's why I'm not trying to beat up on him here. I've been trying to take it easy, and I'm not going to do that, actually. So, Steph M, laughing it up. Going to a punk show at Paramount. Got general seating, so there's a pit, I'm guessing. I don't want to be in a chair. Yeah, I think, shit. I hope that's one of those venues that does do like folding chairs in the front and removes it for shows like that. If it's a GA pit scenario, that's usually how it works. I don't recall off the top of my head how that works if they have the removable chairs, but I hope they do, because if you're going to a punk show and you can't move around and swing your fucking limbs, then what are we doing here? What are we doing, folks? A team from out of Queens with the American dream. So I'm plotting up a scheme to get Ray banned from the stand. Yeah. See, yeah, that was the thing. Boogie Down had problems with the Queens crew, and they had to unify because there was beef. Comedy Hacks, him blaming KB is insane, though. He was the one talking shit about your wife. Yeah, man, it's that classic line: "Don't start none, there won't be none." You know, and I could take at this point, I could take shots about my wife. It sucks, you know. I'm gonna try to take this whole situation and learn from it. You know, if I had played it a lot cooler, maybe I wouldn't have looked a little foolish here. I definitely will admit it. I looked kind of foolish here. But if you think that's foolish, let's get into some fun stuff. How about that? We're almost 2 hours and a half into this thing, and now I've got some special treats for you. Really, really proud of you for making it through all the way through this drama, all this crazy shit. What I'm going to play for you right now is stuff that's only been played on the Eastside Dave show back on Compound Media. Basically, during COVID especially, we were doing remote shows. And Eastside Dave started putting out the call to his crew, Flutzy, Robbie, Bobby Tamburo, myself, Big A, to do some just content for him. So Bobo and I, since we live close, put together some interesting stuff. So I have 2 videos here right now that I'm going to play live for you. These are kind of exclusive because they're on my YouTube, but I have them hidden. And I'll unhide them after this for shits and giggles. But let's play some Bobo and Stevie Lou exclusive content here. You folks are in for a treat. Let me tell you. Let's see. Give me 1 sec to pull this up here. Here we go. Let's start with this one. This is a classic. Holy shit. Enjoy this, folks.
Hey, Stevie, any chance you're good for a pound of weed?
Yo, Bo.
Well, let's play that over.
Hey, Stevie, any chance you're good for a pound of weed?
Yo, Bobo, my main slice. What it already is, homeboy. Yo, of course I got that pound for you. But you must have thought it was White Boy Day or something. It ain't White Boy Day, is it? That shit's gonna cost you $7,500.
Well, really that much? Come on, you can give me half off. I'm your favorite customer. You'd want to give me a discount.
You are my favorite customer. I want to give you a discount. Take half off.
Hey, thanks. You have a good day yourself.
Now that's acting right there, folks. That's true acting at its finest. You know what? Let's do it one more time. I think this deserves once over. This was just, come on.
Hey, Stevie, any chance you're good for a pound of weed?
Yo, Bobo, my main slice. What it already is, homeboy. Yo, of course I got that pound for you. But you must have thought it was White Boy Day or something. It ain't White Boy Day, is it? That shit's gonna cost you $7,500.
Well, really that much? Come on, you can give me half off. I'm your favorite customer. You'd want to give me a discount.
You are my favorite customer. I want to give you a discount. Take half off.
Hey, thanks. You have a good day yourself.
What do you think? Good? See what you folks think here. Mr. Maloonigans, that's right. Smokey the Spurg says, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was doing a little something there. Name the film. If you folks know the film, what he was doing is he was a Jedi, and he had used his Jedi mind tricks to con me out of some goods. Don't be scared, Peter Sky Parker. It's all right. Wow. Number one, Josh Denny fan says this was SNL ready. Wow, Chris Mack was not a fan. Mr. Maloonigans was in the house there, D69. All right, I got you there. Can you play June 15, 20? Oh, what is that? Oh, do you see? Yeah, I guess we see what my videos are. We'll see what that is. Imagine having no confidence after that Ray discussion. No one would stay watching the show. Yeah, okay. Peter Sky Parker enjoyed the acting skills. I think the bong hit at the end is really what sells it. Look at that. Billy Wagner, son of Billy Wagner, saying that this was Oscar worthy. And what did I say? What did I say? There was going to be a cat over here. Oh, you want to come over here? I told you. That was corny. That was very avant-garde. We're getting both. Here we go. Boom. Dabble do. Hits the award. That was a True Romance. I was actually doing lines out of True Romance there. Have you considered ski masking yourself? Yeah, I've done it already. What happened to Flutzy? I called her the other day. She was working. I'll get her on the show soon. True Romance, Stephen M. got it. Okay, we got another one here too. This one I think is really like the coup de grace. I think one of the best things I've ever done personally, and this is where I used Bobo as my muse. So Let's do this up here. Hold on. Let's get this full screen it. Yes, thank you. Okay. Here we go.
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, 4, 5. I've been letting myself go a little bit during quarantine. I gotta make sure I don't get charged for 2 seats when I fly, like somebody else I know.
Wow. There we go. And that was that. Okay, let's see what the response was in the chat about that. First, yeah, Darth Darp, Stevie, are they making a remake of Toxic Avenger? It's already done. It's finished. And they should be releasing it at some point this year. What I've been told behind the scenes is that the strike fucked things up. The strike basically bottlenecked a lot of releases coming out. So they're worried that all of the stuff coming out the next couple months could potentially overshadow the Toxic Avengers release. So they want to let all the stuff that's backed up that needs to get out on screens kind of push its way through first before they drop it. So wouldn't be surprised if we don't see it till even later on this year. I mean, I hope we see it because I have a friend who's seen a version. He's seen he's seen it, but he signed a very serious NDA about it. So he couldn't really say much about it. But yeah, let's get to some reactions. Yeah, Bobo had the 80s Bush armpits for sure. Stephen M. Bo was hilarious. Bo is hilarious. That's absolutely right. Sorry, I just got a text there. Amazing. Let's watch that again too. I'm totally down for it. Let's do it. Give me 1 sec here. Fire that bad boy up one more time.
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. I've been letting myself go a little bit during quarantine. I gotta make sure I don't get charged for 2 seats when I fly, like somebody else I know.
All right, that's that. Yeah, a little. Yeah, Peter Sky Parker picked up. There was a little dig at Big A at the end there. At the time, Big A and Bobo were in a very serious battle, and this was a little fun thing we did to chip back at Big A. The whole gig, if the gag there was that Bobo was doing a workout to Pikachu. Look at this. If you want to work out, I got a much better video for you. Little Stevie Lews show and tell. You want to go with Elle McPherson's Your Personal Best. I definitely would suggest Elle. This is a great VHS we got here. I'm sure if you went and checked where this ended was where I nutted last as a young teenager. So yeah, that was the icing on the cake. I got one more Bobo video for you guys. I just pulled up. If you want it, let me know if you want it. Let's go through here. Oh yeah, and Stephen M didn't know Troma was in SAG, and no, Stephen M, if that's in reference to the new Toxic Avenger coming out, that is not a Troma picture. That is a Legendary film picture, which is a huge production company. Troma sold the rights to Toxic Avenger to Legendary Films. So it's not a Troma picture. I understand Lloyd Kaufman did have a lot to do with the creative side of things. And I think he has a cameo as well in it. But from what I understand, yeah, I know that's not a Troma film. It's a Legendary Pictures. Stevie, how do you feel about KB feeling he has to micromanage everything you do related to the show? It's his show, and I don't think he micromanages everything. Again, that's right. Yes, just play this clip on a 24/7 channel. It's your greatest hits. I could do that, actually. I may have to do that. No more of Bobo working out. See, this is how hard it is to please you people. Amazing that you got the rights to use Pikachu. Yeah, please don't tell. The last line made me laugh out loud again. Yeah, he did deliver that very strange. At that point, I had been filming him all day, and I was like, enough of this. So just do the line, and I couldn't sit there and have him do it over and over again. It looks like Peter Sky Parker wants me to play one more Bobo. Play them all 10 times in a row. Thought you were trying to reenact John Travolta's movie Perfect. There we go. Is it a reboot or sequel? The Toxic Avenger movie, it's a reboot. I heard Chris Italia, Paul Italia, and Patrick Milligan own Troma now. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. If it's a reboot, that's lame. It is a reboot, and it is what it is. I'd rule to remake a Warren Miller ski film with Bobo skiing in it. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Patrick Milligan. We got that. Okay, let's get this other one up here. I found this just now. Okay, this is a weird one. Let me get this properly cued. Okay. This is a strange one, but let's do it. Sure, this is dead.
Faster than you are, you fuck heel.
What?
I saw you coming, you shit heel. Make your move. You talking to me? You talking to me? Are you talking to me? Standing right here. Who the hell else do you think you're talking to? You talking to me, motherfucker?
Oh boy, one more time for the kids at home. Come on, right? One more time. Classic Bo.
Faster than you are, you fuck heel. I saw you coming, you shit heel. Make your move. You talking to me? You talking to me? You talking to me? Standing right here. Who the hell else do you think you're talking to? You talking to me, motherfucker?
Yeah, damn. Shit. Again, Big A was the target of Bo there. And that's right. Stephen M gets it. It was Taxi Driver. I need a PSP bull. Oh, yeah. You guys got to get together. This is the shit I can get behind, Teddy. You guys enjoyed that one, it looks like. Stephen M dug it. He looks like a Ghostbuster. He does. Yeah, I put him like in a little bit of a, I don't know. When I did these, I did try to like do something. I tried. Like if you look at his jacket's all he's got.
Faster than you are, you fuck heel.
He's got buttons on here.
I saw you coming, you shit
I don't know if you
heel.
heard that. I had a bad edit where I said,
Make
"Go
your
ahead."
move. You talking to me? You talking to me? Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Standing right here. Who the hell else do you think you're talking?
All right. You guys kind of get the drift of that. Let's see what else. I might be able to play one more. Yeah, that was a Taxi Driver reference. Who knew? Who knew? All right. Bear with me 1 second here. Here, I got one. This is a quick one. This was me and Bo hanging out. This is me and Bobo hanging out, doing what Bobo does best. Do I have this queued? Hold on. I got to cue this up. Here we go. You're going to love this one here. This is live in action. Bobo caught live in action here. One more time. Oh man. Yeah, so me and Bo were at Fenway Park 2 seasons ago. Bobo and I were at Fenway Park for Mets Red Sox, and a fuck the Yankees chant broke out, and Bobo jumped right on in. And you know what? Now that you're saying the fuck the Yankees, let me see if I can go. This is a video that I have that is my most viewed video of all time. Yeah, check this shit out. This is fun. This is a Stevie Lou exclusive on my channel. So Stevie Lou is a hardcore Red Sox fan. Grew up that way, even though I'm born and raised in New York. My grandfather was a World War II Marine who hated the Yankees, loved Ted Williams. So he raised the whole family to be Red Sox fans. So I've been going to Yankees, Red Sox games all my life as a Red Sox fan at Yankee Stadium. And a couple of years ago, 2018, the Red Sox and Yankees played in the ALDS 5-game series, and the Red Sox beat the Yankees in the game 4 of that series to go on to end up winning the World Series in 2018 against the Dodgers. But nonetheless, I was in the bleachers for the clinching game, the New York Yankee bleachers in the Bronx. As a Red Sox fan, I was there, and I happened to witness this event happen right before me, and I taped it, and I have this video up on my channel. It's got 120,000 views. I posted this 5 years ago. So let's see. Do I have this queued up? This one's kind of just a fun one to throw your guys' way since we're having fun here. Are we having fun? I feel like this is fun. But yeah, check this shit out. Oh, I got to share it again. Sorry. Presente. Here we go. Share that shit. Okay. Watch this. Yeah, so the whole bleacher creature's turned on this guy. So maybe to give a little context, basically, at this point, the Red Sox were starting to take a lead in the game, and the Yankees were about to get knocked out of the playoffs. And this guy had been drinking way too much. I was by myself at the time. I had other friends in the bleachers, and actually, a buddy of mine that I went to high school with saw me by myself with the Red Sox jersey on in the bleachers, and no one was sitting next to me. At one, like literally, the Yankee fans refused to sit next to me. Like they would squish next to each other on the two seats on the other side of me, just so they didn't sit next to me as some sort of like juju thing. And one of my buddies was like, "What are you doing here?" And I was like, "I'm just fucking manning it up, you know." And he stood next to me for the rest of the game, and he was a big Italian buddy, Mikey T. I don't want to say his last name, but Mike Tags hung with me. So he was next to me while this was going down. And the guy who gets kicked here was being a dick. He started to yell and cheer loudly, which is something you do not do in the Yankee bleachers as a Red Sox fan during a playoff game where the Red Sox are just winning and they're about to knock the Yankees out of the playoffs. So this guy decided to start beefing up and threw down, and watch, like, that was easy what happens there. And if you see too, watch, I rewind here. Look at these goons looking at him right here. Look at these goons. That guy. This guy here. This is a look you never want to see if you're a Red Sox fan in Yankee Stadium. That is Brian McGallagher from Sheepshed's Bay, who breaks stone with his hands for a living, who came to have a good time at the game and drank a few too many beers and wants to now kill. You can see the look of "I want to kill" in that man's eyes. And those guys were like sitting in front of me the whole time and just ignored me and pretended like I wasn't there. But watch what happens here. Yeah. So I did a kind of a quick cut because I stopped the video and started it again. Things get a little rowdy here. People start grabbing on this guy, and security tries to jump in to help him out, but it gets ugly. That's Tags right there. If you see, this is my buddy Tags. Mikey Tags right here. Big ass Mike Tags. Big ass Italian guy that I went to high school with, like, basically stood and watched. He was my security that night. Yeah, NYPD jumps right in. And I've been in this situation, never during a playoff game like this, but years ago, I had a situation at a Yankee game. I was with my uncles, my dad, and my cousin, and we were cheering for the Red Sox in Yankee Stadium. And a bunch of dudes like ran up on me, and like my uncle and my dad and my cousin were laughing because like they could have all just buried these dudes, but they were like just letting them fuck with me. And NYPD comes up to you at Yankee Stadium if you're causing a problem, even if you're not doing nothing really, if you become a problem, NYPD comes up to you and says, I have to remove you. It's either you get removed or I arrest you. It's your choice. You have no longer the right to stay here. Either you stay here and get punched in the head by these maniacs and I arrest you, or you leave on your own recognizance. Or sometimes they'll tell you, this is your last chance. You got to calm the fuck down. Otherwise, we will take you out of here. So the NYPD does not fuck around, and they are quick to pull people out of Yankee Stadium if you're wearing opposing gear. So that's what you're seeing here is the NYPD. Yeah, it's great. Basically, the whole crowd is screaming asshole at this one guy, which you gotta love. You gotta love it. Let's go to the chat real quick and jump in. We'll watch that again. What's your favorite Coen Brothers movie? Big Lebowski. Not even a question. DC World Nationals, World Series champs. Yeah, you guys got one. Good time. We're having a ball. Exactly. Total sausage fest. 100%. No women in that crowd. Hell yeah, dude. Go Sox. Let me see if I can pull up this here. I used to have a cool little picture of your boy Stevie Lews. So, like, I grew up in New York, and all my friends are Yankee fans. And I actually lived in the Bronx for a while. So I'm like really cool with the majority of the bleacher creatures. And that's why I would go to those games with my Red Sox jersey. But let me show you guys here this. This is a picture of me. Yeah. So like this is me at a Yankees pregame sort of situation where this is like a tailgate spot, well-known tailgate spot called the Dega, where you can go and drink beer for cheap and smoke weed before the game starts. So this was the picture that I took before that game. This was me hanging out with the only person, as you can see, with any Red Sox gear in a massive crowd of Yankee fans. And like, if I could tell you that I could take a lot of shit in life, this is one of those situations where I'm literally walking into the devil's den with a Jesus Christ, shirt on. And they wanted to kick my ass. They want to kick my ass. And I know a few guys there who will vouch for me and say, no, he's okay. Don't pound the shit out of him. So let's watch this one more time. This is fun. This is fun. And now you've seen it once. Watch how it... Look at this guy. This is how this started at the beginning of the video. You can see how this... Look how this guy here with this... He's giving him the middle finger. I don't know if you can see this. Am I showing this properly? Yeah. Holy fuck. You can see the guy already starting to give him the middle finger here to the left. This guy is just hands out like Jesus. Yeah, see, it got weird. It got ugly. I think you can see my hand goes up right there. I think I even had to like put my hand up to like. Sorry. I was. My camera was shaking. I'm a big dude, and I was getting like jostled because it became like a ruckus. This guy was flipping his shit. Yeah, the NYPD came in and just squashed it. They squashed it. It was squashed. Once the NYPD came in, it was squashed. I thought it was squashed. I'm the Red Sox. You're the Yankees. I thought it was squashed. Last thing these jabronis need is beer. Yeah. Yeah, that's savage. Thank you, brother. Like I pride myself in being one of the only Red Sox fans who could get into that whole thing. So the bleachers are a totally different environment than behind home plate. 100%, man. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. You guys got me going. You guys are really feeding into the beast right now. I hope you don't mind it, but yeah, let me see if I can pull this up. This picture that I took. Posted by you. See all. No. Okay. Oh, maybe Yankee. Hold on. I think I got it. Bear with me. Oh, an idiot. Oh, okay. Posted by. Hold on. This is gonna pay off. I promise this will pay off. Okay, this is great. No, that's not it. Here we go. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is me. I ended up slathering mayonnaise and ketchup all over the Derek Jeter statue that's in Yankee Stadium. I don't know if you can see this properly, but they have this like special Jeter statue in Yankee Stadium. So I went up to the concession stands and filled my hand full of ketchup and mayonnaise and slathered it all over Derek Jeter's face at Yankee Stadium one day during a Red Sox Yankee game. And I was grabbed by security and was threatened with arrest. They said I was destroying property. But quick thinking Stevie Lou said, hey, listen, this is just ketchup. And this is just baseball. And it's just a rivalry. And you need to just take it easy and let me go to the bathroom and get some soap and water. And I'll just wash this off. And then I'll leave on my own recognizance. What do we say? They were like, all right, well, we're going to walk you to the bathroom. Make you like a bitch. I was a total bitch. I like fucking washed the whole statue off, shined his shoes, licked his dick, and then left the game. I remember that game too. Went overtime. But yeah, let me see if I could pull up. I had a picture of some kid. I don't see it. Never mind. All right, I'll skip this bit. I had a picture of some kid eating steak. He was eating filet mignon. Like 12-year-old kid was eating filet mignon in the legend seats. I ended up getting legend seats tickets once, which are the seats right behind home plate that are like, plush couch seats. And they have this like buffet, high-end buffet before the game. So I have this classic picture that I took of some like 12-year-old with full Yankees regalia eating filet mignon in the second row of a game a couple of years ago. Who had a better mustache, Don Mattingly or Wade Boggs? I got to say Wade Boggs. Wade Boggs really had a thick fucking stash. All right. I feel like I owe you guys one more Bobo. I feel like I owe you one more Bobo, and then I got to feed the kitties. I got to take care of life. Let me see if I can find one more for you. You know what? I got to pee real quick, too. Let's go one more time to the Be Right Back. And we'll finish up strong. Fuck. Yeah, you know what? Just where's my just gonna go with some biscuits. Back in 1 minute. All right, I'm back. I hope you guys enjoy that little wah, 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 wah. That's the noise that goes on in my brain 24/7, if you wanted to know. Disco Bisco. That's for damn sure. Okay, I wanted to give you one last Bobo video. Let me find one for you. My Bobo videos, a lot of them have copyright restrictions on them, unfortunately, so I may not be able to play them, but I'll find. Oh yeah, you know what? Look, this is what we'll do. I got something for you. Here's a little special something that I found. This isn't a Bobo video. This is the ending of the Eastside Dave show on Compound Media. This is the last 2 minutes of the Eastside Dave show on Compound Media. I don't know if you folks know it or what, but if you didn't know it, you should know it. And I think if you're a Compound Media subscriber, there still are some archived episodes on there, if I'm correct. If not, well, sorry. Blame E-Rock. I believe there's also a bunch of episodes, early Eastside Dave show episodes from Compound on YouTube. If you go to Eastside Dave's YouTube channel, I've noticed that he's uploaded a bunch of the early episodes, not all the episodes, unfortunately. We do have an incomplete set out there for the entire catalog of Eastside Dave, which I think if someone could get their hands on the start to finish, which I do believe it does exist. If I recall correctly, Eastside Dave was given a master file of all of the episodes of Eastside Dave recorded on Compound. And I think one day we'll be able to see like a master list. And I think that folks should sit down and try to watch from start to finish that entire show. Your mind will be fucking blown. But what we'll do right here, and this will be like the end of the episode here, more or less. And thank you, everyone. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. Please hit the notification button so you see when I go live. I do not have a set schedule right now, but I'm going to be going live as much as possible so I can get over the view hour count. And I really appreciate everyone who's helping me get over that limit. But yeah, this is the final 2 minutes of the Eastside Dave program from Compound Media. We're going to air it. Hopefully I don't get struck here by the rock, man. I think we're cool with this. Hold on, let me share that. And then I got to go here and hit Shabengi. Okay, got this. Full it. And then,
Rivers all run dry. Seal it. Never again. I don't know. Goodbye. Yes. 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 No.
Dave. Dave, wake up. Dave! God damn it, Dave! Wake up!
Oh, sorry, Peppy Hamburger. I must have passed out. I had this terrible nightmare. The Davy Mac Sports program somehow morphed into this insane and scary series called The Eastside Dave Show. It was terrifying.
Talk to me, bro. Peppy's here to listen to you, Dogsy.
Well, I was the host of this crazy little show in New York. Nothing made sense in this place. There was a Puerto Rican flute player who never showed up on time. 2 drug-addicted woodsmen. There was this awful racist robot. And people kept missing the point of things. There was this strange Mets fan who masturbates on Snapchat and his rival who seems to be a giant who lives in the Bronx. It was horrible, Peppy Hamburger.
That settles it, Dave. No more Japanese food for you.
And my co-host was this handsome keyboard player.
Go back to sleep. Wait a minute. What do you mean, handsome keyboard player?
You really should wear more sunglasses, Peppy.
Classic. Absolutely classic. Man, those for the folks at home who know, that was Newhart was the reference. What we did is you didn't see before the clip started there. We all drank Kool-Aid. Dave passed us all glasses of Kool-Aid, and we drank it all together in solidarity and then went to sleep. And then he somehow woke us all up. And let's see. All right. Since we're doing bits, we'll do a bit here. Since it is kitty cat time, they're about to freak. Let's do this one for you.
But I'm sure it isn't good. Or should I have it yet? That's the impression of my cat. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
One more time.
I'm never not gonna wood. But I'm sure it isn't good. Or should I have it yet? That's the impression of my cat. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah. That's special. I feel like that's special. No, that's Reba. She's not amused. She's not amused right now. They're about to literally bite my toes off if I don't go feed them. So I got to go feed the beasts. I feel like I fed the beast tonight. You all fed my beast. It's been a mutual thing. And all Bobo required was to be happy. Was busy compound media program. I don't know what that means. Amy, so Sean Riggle, ska. It's music, I guess. Yeah, taking shots at ska. All right, we're gonna get out of here. If you folks feel like being friendly and want to shoot me a Venmo or a PayPal, throw me a few bucks. Say, Stevie, I enjoyed this, and I want you to cover this. Stevie, play some of this music next time. Stevie, I want you to cover this movie. Right now, we don't have super chats. So in the meantime, you can either throw me $1, $2, 69 cents, $5, 20 bucks. We got to hit some goals here. Okay. I'm doing a lot. Doing a lot on the back end, getting buff. Gonna do some research. Gonna fucking do some shows. This is a show. You're fans of the show. So if you like it, throw me a few bucks. I'll share it with the crew. And I got to make an announcement. Shit, it is the end of the show, but I do have to make an announcement. I got completely backstabbed backstabbed by the one and only Jake Hudson. And I hate to give him, attention here, but I brought Jake on the other day, yesterday. I extended a olive branch and tried to be real cool with Jake. I offered him a few bucks to come on, and I see him immediately on Twitter today saying, apologizing for no reason to Ski Mask for coming on my show and just totally just bending over backwards for no reason, throwing me under the bus, and I should have known that's what Jake does. But Jake, if you're watching, man, that was really not cool. And I know you're going through a lot right now, so I won't hold it against you. But why would I ever invite you back on here if you're just going to stab me in the back less than 24 hours later? But it's a head scratcher. I don't want to stress you out. I don't want to put you in, in a Ray DeVito sort of situation. And it is the best. Jake is the best at what he does. It's what you do. And getting to know Jake is like rocket science. It's, oh my God. I did say the other day, what the fuck was the Chad? He says it's not rocket science. It's not rocket surgery. I think I said it's not rocket surgery or something like that to somebody. Hashtag F Ray DeVito. Night, Stevie and chat. Yeah, it is nighttime. I can't believe you stuck it out this long with me. We'll go to some Disco Biscuits here. Brain science. Yeah, it's not like it's brain science. I could have swore I said that the other day to my dad on a phone call. It is what it is. All right, we're going to get out of here with just some Disco Biscuits. People were really enjoying that jam from before, so let's get back to it. I can't thank you folks enough for being out with me tonight. I'll be doing it all this week. I'm going to be doing it all this week. We'll do it. We'll dance the Funky Comedina. This excellent Disco Biscuits jam from 2017. Go to discobiscuits.com for more information. They're on tour right now. Thank you to the band for letting me do this. This is a hype train. Holy shit. This is the funkiest motherfucking hype train you ever motherfucking seen. So I want you to fucking rock with me, baby. Motherfuckers want a hype train? You think I'm out of breath? Come on. I can do this all motherfucking night. On your motherfucking face. Come get some, bitch. I got some mace. In your face. Gonna fall from fucking grace. Oh.
kitties. Where's my kitties? Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. They don't like that. So hyped. This is what I work out to. Flip this, motherfucker. This is my shit. Some takeoff music for sure. Yeah, I do.
You work out to Nintendo music. It's got the BPM, so that's what you need when you're trying to like run. Like I can, if I'm going like as hard as I can when I'm running, like every other on the fucking maniac when I work out. Actually, I'm gonna do a Stevie Lou workout video this week. Do a little kettlebell workout. As a matter of fact, everybody sends me a Venmo in the next half hour. $20. I'll buy a heavier kettlebell. Working on some kettlebell shit. Bobo is my trainer. This is hype. Actually, let me see. I got a special mix my buddy just sent me. Shout out to Walsh. Walsh checking in, OG. No, I'm not gonna be able to play this. I'm not doing it. Yeah, I gotta get that kettlebell going again. That felt good. Some kettlebell workout. Feel a pump going. £20 kettlebell. Nothing serious. A little light, little warm up workout. I usually try to swing around the 40s and shit. Fuck yeah, I could have broke that. Oh man, this is fun. This is good. I do this one too. This is a big one. This is a big one. Go all the way down with this one. ass before, but don't bend your back. Your back straight. Don't bend your back. $100 of those each day. And fuck it. Yes, I am. This is what Carrot Top is looking like these days. Yeah, that's a good one. Like, a couple swigs of beer in my break. This is another good one here. I do. Really impressed. Trick here. You're doing this. You want to come up, then come down, fist forward. Because that's like a punch. You bring it up, sideways, back down, forward. We call it gorilla press. You get your shoulder activated, your core activated. I'm talking about hitting people hard. People are feeling stronger. You know what? Honestly, I think I could do Stevie Lou workout. I'll stream a live workout. You can see how a hophead gets pumped. Yeah, folks can go back and watch this later on. You know, just handling this kettlebell here. Good time. I got to come back in. Holy shit. Holy shit. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. This is what happens. And look, my light is all fucked up, so I look like a sweaty ghoul. Hold on a sec. Let me get this fixed. Somewhat. Oh boy, I don't look good with fucking improper lighting. Let me tell you. It is what it is. But all right, I gotta get back in here because I got a late update from Gummy Chainsaw. Gummy Chainsaw came through, and he's got his what he's got here is the lanyards. Lanyards. These are weed pen lanyards, which were discussed on air tonight. Which this is how we're doing things, folks, and this is how I do stuff. I might just jump back on during an outro because I check my messages and I see what comes in. So let me pull this up real quick. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. This is out of control. I'm like totally mind blown. Holy fucking shit. All right, let me share this tab. You folks have to see this. I am so happy right now and so proud of this community. Look at this. Look at this. Are you fucking kidding me? We've got lanyards. We've already got lanyards, folks. Look at that. Stevie Lou weed pen lanyards. Well, this is all we need here, folks. I'm going to get this over to Flat Cat ASAP. Like, we might actually have multiple options. This is the thing. This is a great little carabiner here at the end. I'll get the proper attachment for the weed pens, because here's the thing about the weed pens is that they come in different sizes. So what we're going to end up doing is we'll have multiple different attachments to the end of that so that you can attach whatever size weed pen or tobacco pen that you're using. As a matter of fact, we'll probably sell a version that could carry 2 different pens at once. So if you're the kind of person who likes a little tobacco, a little weed, you're going to want to check that out. But yeah, it looks like he sent me a few fucking designs here. So let's hold on. Let's not dox myself. Stop sharing quick. And then let's check it out. Yeah, look at this. Holy fucking shit. My God. My God almighty. You got to see this. Look at this shit. Gummy, you've goddamn outdone yourself, buddy. He's got the full. This is my new logo. This has got to be my new logo, dude. What are you kidding me with this, man? I am so happy. So happy right now. Let's fucking, I don't want to dox my Twitter here. So let's just check a few more things. Look, he's got another version. Oh my, no, this is the, oh boy, dude, you hit a home run here. This is the version for sure. Because look at that. Is that not saying a lot? So yeah, let's look. They got a lanyard version here. They show me what that would look like in a lanyard. Let's see. Let me get this going here. Where is it? Yeah, look how that one would look. Oh shit, look, there's more. Yeah, I like this one. This one really looks cool. Folks, let me know what you think. Which one do you want to buy? Oh, not me. Here we go. Look at this. Look at that. Which one? Do you want this one here with the little weed leaves in there? That's a lot more subdued. I think folks would appreciate that. Not trying to blow up your spot that you're smoking weed all the time. Or you could wear this one at, Hackamania, at a festival, at a party. That's what that's for. Now, he's got one more for me. So let me show you here. This is really out of control when you think about it here. Holy Christ. Look at this fucking logo here. This is wild. This one, I don't even know what to think about this, to be honest. Honestly. Oh. I almost feel, oh my God. Dude. Are you kidding me? This doggy? What the hell? this is insane, buddy. This actually might be the one because it's like a little subliminal, but little not subliminal. It's a little in your face, but not in your face. Tells a story. Tells a wonderful story. And yeah, sure. If you want to attach that carabiner to a bottle of Ray's hot sauce, I'm not going to stop you, But wow, holy shit. I had to absolutely stop the show in its tracks in the outro to pull this up. Look at this one. This is crazy, dude. Dude, you're fucking... This one probably... I mean, I know I keep saying this over and over again, but this one probably works the best. Hold on. There you go. Look at this, man. Come on. The black with the Stevie Lou joints. I'm going to talk to Flat Cat. And again, this is an operation where 100% goes to Flat Cat for all that she does. Gummy Chainsaw, I'm sure you're cool with that. And if not, maybe we'll work out something on the back end where I'll take care of you somehow. I know you're a good dude, good egg, so you're not in this for the money. But yeah, let's go back to the Biscuits outro and just rock out a little more because that was fun. I like that. I hope you like that too. Yeah, and Flat Cat too. I'm not gonna just dump this on you. Flat Cat, put this together. Talk to me. We'll talk about how we finance this. I won't stick you with any bills. We'll buy the first batch on Stevie Lou, and then we'll figure out how to ship them and everything. If you can help create them. We got the blessing from Gummy Chainsaw here. Again, I do not want a single dollar from any of this. I just want to help maybe Flat Cat diversify her product line. And who knows, maybe Flat Cat, there could be some other merch ideas. Because we're not doing hot sauce over here. Sorry. And no offense to anybody who's doing the hot sauce and shit, but we're doing bigger. Shout out to Mickey and Clinton for hitting me up. You guys rock. Who else? I got one more in here. Hold on. And Mark as well. Mark and Clinton. And Mickey. Thank you. That's that E drum right there. That's when that E drum hits. You happen to have taken some XTC allegedly tonight and you're listening to this, you know what's up. I'm a scary man. I come to you with my plan. I'm gonna reach out my hand and show you the land. You're gonna come to me. I'm gonna show you and see. You can't mess with me. Gonna bleed me, bleed, yeah. Kitty cats are hungry. My kitty cats are hungry. They wanna feed the money, money. I gotta feed them honey, honey. My kitty cats are hungry, hungry. I gotta feed them money, honey. They're gonna reach out and hug me. You can't understand me, honey. Good night. Good night.